doing it.
All right.
Right.
Welcome back to the Tier 1 podcast live. It's another Thursday night. We're on a roll here. Drew, we're doing 3 Thursday nights in a row.
It's for the boys, man. It's for the
boys.
Boys.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, here we are.
All right. Anyway, welcome back. It is another Thursday night live. We have with us this Thursday night. We have Xavier Lendof, extraordinaire. Over on the couch, we have a whole group here. Devin's back. We have a Patreon member, David, all the way from the UK. Over a little bit off camera. Don't worry, Magnet's here. I guess he doesn't want to get too close to David. He thinks his Britishness will rub off on him. Richmond's over here. Drew, as always, is behind the mic in the producer stand, spinning the ones and twos. Let's go.
Oh, I got you on spin.
I'll take it.
All right. If you guys don't know who the man next to me is, the man, the myth, the legend, Xavier Lendof. Let me tell you, we just did a recorded session with him that'll drop here in a few weeks. Former Force Recon, Green Beret, Delta Force operator, and now you go around the world teaching people long distance shooting, sniper courses. Thanks for sticking around after the recording.
I appreciate you having me, man.
You didn't have anything else to do because you flew in all the way from Portugal, so you weren't going anywhere else.
I mean, there's an Outback over here.
So, I don't want to give you too much credit.
No, that's good. That's good.
Me and X used to be on the same team together. Yeah. We go way back, so it's really, really cool getting to hang out with an old teammate of mine, and I say this and actually hear his story. We worked together. And it wasn't until today that I knew your whole story. How crazy is that?
Well, like we talked about, man, a lot of times we're busy with whether it's training, preparing for training. Wow. And when there is some downtime, go home and try to relax a little bit. Plus the jokes in the team room and just giving people a hard time. That takes up most of the time.
Takes up most of the we got to do something that we don't normally do. We got to talk about the history of not just the history, but where long range shooting, where it was, where it is today, how the 7.62 round stuck around for decades. And it really wasn't until randomly the last decade that now you have options. You got 260, you got 6.5s, you got 3.38s, which really wasn't a thing back in the day, and everything in between.
Well, especially the semi-automatic weapon systems these days.
Man, we didn't even get to talk about that. But the pioneer and what I consider to still be the leader in that, like the LaRue OBR that brought the semi-automatic long-range gun, at least in their 7.62 platform, that was just as accurate as the bolt guns. In fact, and I'm like, gosh, I don't like talking about it. Why do you make me talk about things like this, X?
That's what I do.
When I lost the international sniper competition and came in second place, the first place team that won, they were both shooting LaRue semi-automatic OBRs.
Proof's in the pudding, man.
Yeah, they were. It definitely helped to have a semi-automatic rifle in that competition. But before that, no one was going to bring one because...
Oh, really?
No one... Well, who else would... Why would you bring a semi-automatic rifle as your primary option? Because you had options you could bring, but that one rules them all because it's a half-minute of angle gun as a semi-automatic gun. It's
Were individuals just afraid to lose that accuracy, obviously?
Because some rounds speed wasn't an issue, just accuracy. And some rounds, speed over accuracy. But with that one gun, you never had to guess which which one to bring.
Yeah.
One for all of them. We talked about truing a gun, which is a little bit longer conversation than I want to have right now, but it's a cool conversation. Listen to the episode. We talked about the Coriolis effect. What's the other word? Otvos. Yeah, which is a left and right Coriolis effect, if you will.
Coriolis is left and right, exactly.
Yeah.
The other one is up or down.
Yeah. So all of that is there. If you guys have any gun questions, long range questions, Xavier has promised me he will answer every single one that you have in great detail.
Incorrectly.
You got to pay for accuracy.
With this accuracy, yes.
All right, let's get into it. Man, can't wait to start this show. And there's no other way we can start this show. But we have 2 new Medal of Honor recipients.
Yes.
Among us. Drew, pull them up.
Yes.
Now, interesting enough, everyone's talking about Eric Slover for whatever, I shouldn't say for whatever reason, but he's getting like the lion's share of attention.
Yes.
But retired Navy Captain Royce Williams, he just now got it. And I read somewhere that his mission was, and what happened that day was recently declassified, which is one reason why it took so long. I don't care why it took so long. Well, I bet he does. But I'm so glad. Man's 100 years old. Just won the Medal of Honor. Yeah, just received it. All right, we'll pull off that until we talk about Eric Slover. But let me tell you about Royce Williams. I don't know, to be 100 years old and to have balls as big as he has, and I guess he's had them since November 18th, 1952. Because let me tell you what this man did. November 18th, 1952, he takes off from his aircraft carrier. He takes off by himself and almost immediately finds himself in a dogfight. He flies up in the clouds minutes away, and he finds him in a 1-7 dogfight with MiG-15 jets.
1v7.
1v7. That's okay. He's an American. So the odds are still in his favor.
He's excited. This is a target-rich environment, boys.
He's got it right where he wants him.
I was about to give me the Beret quote. He's got it right where he wants him. And the battle lasted 35 minutes, which I bet felt like an eternity.
Like hours.
And when it's all said and done, he downs 4 of them. And the other 3 are like, we're deuces.
Time to go home.
Yeah, we messed with the wrong one. Yeah. So
let's rethink this, guys.
But here's as if that story could get any crazier. The next day, the crew goes out to his F9F5 Panther jet, and they count 263 holes in his aircraft.
He still brought it back.
And he brought it back and landed it. What?
America.
Where?
That is amazing.
I mean, of course, I want to say, where do they make men like that? Well, America. But still, it's
where do they make jets like that?
It's
America.
Also America.
Also America.
That's fun to say, and I'm not trying to be overly humble. It's just true. Like, it's fun to be like, yeah, we produced that. But we've grown up and we've lived in this country. We've operated at the highest level, and I'm still just enamored by men like that.
They were different back then, I think.
Gosh,
because that type of warfare, and not only that, the type of guys that at least you read about, stories like this, way different than how I feel about some of the things that we've done.
That story essentially just got released. Hollywood, I have a challenge for you. Stop making stupid movies about global warming, whatever it is. Make this movie and do it right. In fact, you don't have to Hollywood it up. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, right?
Yeah.
Do that story. He should be remembered for generations. It's amazing.
You should play his character, man.
Yeah. That was, now, yes.
Now we're talking.
I should, because I believe I just gave them the idea, and now I should be the main character.
Got an idea.
Yeah, I have an idea. Let's go back to the picture, Drew. Now, retired Navy Captain Royce Williams. Just that story gets me going because it's just a crazy story. This one gets me going in a different way because we have an affinity for the boys at the 160th.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they're the best in the world. You can always have the argument about SEAL Team 6 and Delta, and it's always in jest because we know it's Delta. But they never, like, there's no argument who are the best pilots in the world. These guys are, and they're amazing. This guy gets his due. CW5, Eric Slover. He was one of the 47 pilots on the Maduro raid. Mm-hmm. They started taking machine gun fire in almost every direction. He takes 2 hits, one to his leg and one to his hip. That's why he was walking with a walker still at the ceremony. He maneuvers knowing that he can't continue this way and he can't put the boys on the ground under such fire. He maneuvers his helicopter to allow the machine guns to take out all the enemy fighter positions, and then continues as he's bleeding out and puts the boys down safely right where they're supposed to go. And it wasn't until after that he looks at his co-pilot, who, by the way, is also wounded, and says, "Make sure I'm about to pass out," and then hands off controls to him.
It's amazing, man.
Well, again, where, you said it's a different generation. I know what you meant by that, but where do we get men like this? Like, it's
pretty amazing.
It's humbling. It's absolutely, God, it just must be a chant USA just randomly for no reason.
USA.
It's just it's amazing. These men deserve to be celebrated, and they'll if it wasn't for this, they'd never do it themselves, and no one would ever tell this story.
That is true.
And I love that it's out. What were you about to say?
No, I was going to say that getting into these aircraft with these pilots for the first time, when we start working with them and seeing what they can do, the way that you can maneuver those helicopters, it is pretty
unbelievable.
impressive.
I've seen them put little birds in alleyways that I thought the alleyway was smaller than the width of the blades.
Yes.
And they're putting it down. They're balancing on rooftops,
exactly,
on ledges that to some degree, almost any helicopter pilot or tactical helicopter pilot can. That's not what's so amazing about it, is that they will put it there on that ledge in about 2 seconds flat.
And stay there.
Never have to reposition because they landed it perfectly the first time while you get out, and then they're off in a millisecond after the last man's foot leaves the pod, and they're gone like they were never there. It's amazing to watch.
It is. It's impressive to see.
If you haven't seen it, it's even hard to describe. To be honest, I mean, we're doing our best, but until you see it, until you see a helo land that fast, flare that hard at the very last second. Remember being on those? Oh yeah. You remember being on those birds?
Yes, sir.
The first. And there are still times later in my career I still did that, but the first year you're there, it feels like you never get used to it. No. They're coming in so hard, so fast, you start puckering up. You're gonna crash. We're gonna crash. You lift your legs up, like you start tensing up, and then boop, they hit the ground. And of course,
oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And then all your teammates that are better than you, more experienced and faster, they're gone. And you're like, dang it, I'm never going to catch up now. Yeah. I've got to get used to this.
I'm still messing with the rope. Like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, man. Those
Chat's
guys.
got an interesting question.
Yeah.
Why are the medals different looking? Is it a Navy Army thing? Is it a time period
good question.
thing?
I agree. I think that is the reason.
It is a Navy Army thing.
Yeah.
Each branch actually has
its own.
just a slightly different medal on it. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Like that.
Oh, David Hookstead's in the comments.
Hello, David.
All right. let's go to the before we get too deep into this. Let's go to some super chats.
The super chats start out. Piercy 226, $50, man. Thank you so much for helping pay the bills. Really appreciate it. David Hookstead, he says, shout out to the men and women's hockey teams for winning gold.
Oh, we're gonna get to
That's
that.
amazing. Both of them, I love it. And most importantly, Eric Slover for his Medal of Honor. America is on a roll, baby, and we're not slowing down. It's cool to love this country.
That's going to be the theme. I'm going to tell you right now. That's going to be the theme of this show. It's cool to love this country. Both sides. It's I'm just as bad at it at times. And sometimes it's in jest. But we've got to stop being the divided states of America. We have to.
I agree.
We have to. And oddly enough, the dark horse of this or catalyst of this could be, at least for a moment in time, the men's hockey team. And we're going to talk about that later here in a second. I don't watch hockey. I could care less about hockey to some degree.
I'm interested now.
The Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. Me and Devin went out that night to go watch them. Was that game 6?
That was the last of it.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You can just keep that mic on, Drew.
Well, okay.
Okay.
He's
Was it
trying
game
to
7?
filter me.
Yeah.
It was the last one, when we won. Because
Okay.
they were at Elbow Room in the morning with the Stanley Cup, pouring
Yeah.
drinks off the balcony.
Yeah, it was. I was interested in that game.
Yeah.
But really, it's more of a Florida thing, than hockey of sorts, or maybe it's because my girlfriend was
Florida's
interested, so
known
now I'm
for-
interested.
Florida's known for hockey.
Between the Lightning and the Panthers, apparently we are. Although we're full of foreigners on our hockey teams, but there are hockey teams.
Where are they from?
They're not from Florida, but we own them.
Yes.
But I when I found out they were going to be in the, all right, so let me take a step back. So I cared a little bit about hockey in the Stanley Cup. Mm-hmm. What was that tournament they did? The Four Nations tournament? Is that what I was?
Where Canada booed us, yeah.
Yeah. We lost that to Canada.
Oh, was that when they started? It was just fight straight away.
That's where this started. But I got interested in that because there was only 4 countries in it.
Okay.
I didn't even get interested until Canada booed us, and I was like, now I'm interested.
Yeah, right.
And we did beat them that game, but we lost the following games, and Canada won. And so now I'm interested in the Olympics. Yeah. Although I didn't watch a single Olympic hockey game.
Yeah.
I kind of followed them. I was hoping they were still in. When they were going the gold medal, Devin was like, yeah, they play tomorrow at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
And I was like, well, now we're waking up at 8 a.m. and I'm going to watch this game.
Okay.
I watched every second of it. Oh, I loved it. Don't you do that to me. I loved it. And I was so nervous. When it went to overtime, I mean, it would have ruined my day had we lost. I haven't been that invested in a game like outside of college football, like when the Gators play.
Gotcha.
Loved it. Oh my gosh.
I missed it, man. I just know they won, but I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed the game.
And truly, it's an amazing story. It brought everyone together. By the way, I would, let me know if you get behind me on this. I'm going to rename it ice football.
Why?
Because we're the champs. And we
earned it.
Yeah, because we earned it. Right.
So you can rename it?
You sure? Ever heard of Gulf of America, X?
I think we collectively renamed Canada to East Alaska. I think
Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
there's a lot
God.
going on here.
I'm pretty sure we renamed the Indian territories after we won. That's how it works. When
Yeah.
you win, you get to rename stuff. And I'm going ice football from now on.
Ice football.
Ice
Okay.
football. Okay.
We'll see how much, how long that lasts. I think, yeah.
Well, it'll last for another 4 years,
Yes,
I guess. And
agreed.
if you don't like the name, beat us, and then you can take it back to hockey. That's I don't know. Those are my
wait,
thoughts.
the Olympic Committee approves.
Yeah. Welcome to Thursday Night Lives.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got, Drew?
Sack full of nades with a C note. It says Brent, Drew, and even Magnet. So good to hear my name called out again on a live. It's been too long. Half sack full of nades. Now that joke will be funnier once you read my DM to y'all on Patreon. God is good. Keep holding the standard, gentlemen. 1 Peter 5, 6 through 7.
So sack full of nades. I read your last Patreon comment that he says he just got back from overseas. He's got some medical things, and so I said, "Hey, welcome back. Hopefully the medical thing isn't that serious." And I haven't read his reply yet. Now I'm interested to see what his reply is. By the way, speaking of Patreon, I have to do this gingerly, but this is the last week. All you have to do is sign up for Patreon. You don't have to go to another thing of Patreon and sign up. It's a one step and done. Just sign up for Patreon, and somebody in our Patreon for free, as it sits. Don't say the word. Don't say the word. But if you look at the screen, this thing right here is getting given away to a Patreon member.
Just given away.
Just given away. Thanks for being on Patreon. Thanks for the $10. There's a $2,000 thing.
Update.
Well, I almost said it.
Still 2 weeks. 2 weeks without power.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's. What else we got, Drew?
We got Bright Side of the Moon, $300. Bro, if you would have put down a song, you'd probably be the winner.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so very, very much. Shout out to really, a gift like that is humbling, man. Really, thank you.
100.
Shout out to the amazing organizations helping the most helpless children. Sentinel Foundation, E3 Foundation.
E3 is another good one.
Covenant Rescue Group, and Tim Tebow. I believe you work with Sentinel.
Yep.
Any others you've worked with or any you would add to the list?
All three of those I have worked with in one capacity or another. And those are my top three. Easy. Those are my top three.
Let's see. Holy Fook says, guys, can you explain for Medal of Honor recipient Eric Slover? Is it Slover?
Yeah,
Slover. His two shoulder patches. Right shoulder has the Delta patch and left shoulder the airborne patch. Can T-160 guys be airborne qualified? I'm confused.
So hold on. They can be airborne qualified, but the airborne tab or the airborne tab on your shoulder, that is part of the unit patch. So whether the 101st Airborne Division still has airborne over the Screaming Eagle, but it doesn't mean that you are airborne.
Correct.
Right. It's a unit patch. So it is literally part of the unit patch. Do you recognize this combat patch by chance? It kind of looks like 173rd for a second, but I don't think it's that.
No.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure it out, but
Yeah, but anyway, but there's the answer to that. Hope that clears it up.
KDI says, Mr. Taint, you should have James Fishback, Florida gubernatorial.
Sure, you put the goober in gubernatorial.
Well, X ruined it for me. I was really going to play with that one for a while.
oh, my bad.
No, you didn't.
Whoa.
You didn't.
You gotta let me
fixed
know.
it.
You gotta let me in on the joke.
You fixed it. I'm the joke, X. I don't know these words. Florida, what X said, candidate on. I'd like to hear the conversation between y'all.
Okay. Yeah, I will look into James Fishback. We're shoring it up now.
What's a gubernatorial, X?
It's I think it's a part something that you get out of your nostrils.
Yeah. Well played.
Yeah.
It's a natural goober.
Gosh, I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. But right now he is the lieutenant governor of the state, and so I should know his name. He is running for governor, and he is Jay Collins, and he's a former Green Beret. He's only got one leg, or maybe it's his foot. I don't know if it's knee down or whatever it is, but yeah. And so he's coming on the show. So nice. Hopefully, and I will listen to James Fishburne as well. But I'm very interested if he shares a same vision that Ron DeSantis has, who's done a great job for this state. Then it'll be hard to unseat him because he's been doing it.
Who are the candidates right now?
I don't know. I
was just
don't
curious
know. Byron Daniels, I believe, is also
Donald's.
Donald's. Thank you. Byron Donald's. I guess Fishburne and Jay Collins. I'm sure there's a few more, but those are all I can think off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I also want to know, just because you're the lieutenant governor, I want to know what you disagree with on Ron DeSantis. You know, just because.
As lieutenant governor?
Yeah, as lieutenant governor, what you've done differently? Like, are you the protege, or are you just a copy and paste, or
Like, how would he change things?
Well, what would you do better? And that wouldn't be a hit on Ron DeSantis. We should always be looking for what can we do better.
Agreed.
I mean that's all we did at the unit. Go do a hit, and unashamedly, we did the best hit in the world, but it still wasn't perfect. And the only thing we'd come back and talk about was, all right, where did we screw it up? What could do better?
And who did it?
Stand up so everyone can see you.
Again.
What else we got, Drew?
Teddy Roosevelt says, Brent, you the man. Finally got a chance to try the coffee. Was awesome. And ordering some extra bags from the boys at the PD. Keep the podcast coming.
Heck yeah. In fact, speaking of the Patreon, real quick, I believe it was a Patreon member. One of my very first guests on episode 1 was Darren Behealer. Went through the Q course with him, Bo. He is part of a nonprofit, 50 for the Fallen. They do a amazing job of raising money for veterans. Please, if you guys want to donate to an organization like that, 50 for the Fallen, that is your go-to. But all during the Q course, he would only refer to Texas as the great state of Texas. I've never heard him call it anything else. So
only the great state of Texas.
That's the only way he knows how to refer to
Texas
it
alone is not.
Yeah, it's not enough. So it actually was years later. I wish I'd have done it while we were still hanging out every day, like in the Q course. But years later, when Florida did me proud, I started referring to Florida as the great state of Florida. And I kind of forgot that I had been doing that. And so when he came for the podcast, I started talking about, the great state of Florida. He's like, Brent, don't do that. I was like, oh, that's right. I kind of forgot. Like, oh, that's right.
You weren't really feeling it like he's feeling it for Texas.
I am now.
I am
now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I am
good.
now. So one of our listeners hit me up or sent this shirt out.
That's what it is.
The great state of Florida.
The camera on me. There we go. There's a T-shirt.
Well done.
One of one.
Well done.
And Bo, I got a feeling he usually watches. I got a feeling you're watching, and that one's for you. I bet you don't have a shirt. This is the great state of Texas.
Yeah, do you have a shirt?
Yeah. The next shirt.
Question.
The next shirt I want to say the Gunshine State. The Gunshine State.
I like that one though.
Yeah,
the Gunshine
like that.
State.
That's a good one.
In fact, we're so proud of Florida. David,
Yes.
you're going to need a mic.
My bad.
That's okay. You don't have to go to the mic. The mic will come to you, or unless you're just trying to sit closer to Devin. I get that.
Oh, yeah,
I get that. All right, make sure it's close to your face. How you enjoying your time in Florida?
I love it. That's why I keep coming back here. I think this is my 7th visit.
7th visit?
Yep. It's a favourite place.
That might be more times than I've been to the UK. I got a handful of UK visits, but that might up me on that one.
It's because of the roller coasters. It's not because of you.
Yeah. And by the way, in case you guys know, he's being humble right now because he's on camera, but he's told everyone to refer to him as Lord David while he's here.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
It's very English of it.
Keep up appearances.
He was acting funny earlier. I knew it.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying your time here so much. Keep it on, Drew. Rich, right behind you, or right in between the couch and
they
you.
moved it.
Do you know what I'm looking for though?
Magnet.
Do you
Right
know?
on top.
It's right there on the stair.
Little white, little red.
White, little red.
gold.
While
Go-
they're looking for that, just
go-
by the way,
go give-
our friend David was swimming with sharks this morning on the coast of Florida. The guy was swimming with sharks. I've been in Florida my whole life. I've never went swimming with sharks.
No cage either, right?
No cage.
Yeah, no cage.
Snorkel.
No cage snorkeling
No.
with sharks.
What are we doing?
Florida flag.
Send him,
What you got there, brother?
Send him to dive school.
That's right. David, that's for you to remember. You've been here 7 times, but now you're on the Tier 1 podcast this time, and Swimming with Sharks. This is your greatest trip, and you can hang that, hopefully.
This is fantastic. Thank you so
The great
much.
state of Florida.
Now, Lord David, I want to let you know there's a chance that flag offends someone, and I don't want you to get in legal trouble in the UK by flying something that offends someone.
No, it's only the UK, the Union Jack that offends
only
anyone back home.
the Union Jack can be offensive.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to make
Thank
sure.
you so much. I really
Absolutely,
appreciate that.
that's for you from us. We'll all sign it before you head out. Don't let me forget.
Thank you. Love it.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool,
love it.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Back to super chats.
Let's see. Teddy Roosevelt back in says, did anyone ever explain what was up with Tim Kennedy wearing a USA sock patch?
Say sock.
USA SOC?
Use the sock.
USA sock. There it is.
No, I like USA sock
Yeah,
pack.
USA sock. Those are the guys that fought in the GWAT, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what I'm talking about.
Let's say sock in the guat. I like it.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
All right. Yes, I do know what's up with that. And let me tell you, Yusuzak was not very happy with that, and they told him to take that off and don't ever wear it again.
Oh, seriously?
He wore it at the Army's birthday up in D.C. Not authorized to wear it, but he wanted to look cool, so he wore it. And Yusuzak said,
He's still in, isn't he?
He's in the National Guard. Yeah, he's in the Maryland National Guard. For now, he's under investigation for all of his shenanigans because someone was brave enough to expose him.
They should give him a medal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be in a movie.
That
You should be in a lawsuit.
all right. Now you're just being a jerk. I think that's presidential presidential Medal of Freedom worthy.
Definitely nomination.
Give me a nomination.
Definitely.
All right. What else we got?
Runner up. All right. I guess that's North Carolina Mountain Man, 89. I have heard lots of off reports of operators helping retrieve craft. Have either of you seen anything otherworldly UFOs?
I haven't, but I will tell you this. I've done some low vis missions with X that as he's like coming towards me, his oddly shaped head and ears looks very alien like. And I got nervous, and then I was like, oh, that's just X. That's the closest I've been.
Get that.
That's the closest I've been.
To greatness. Because I'm otherworldly. That's the reason.
I've never
And I remember
never
that
heard,
because you were in
nothing.
awe that day.
It was the moon shining like a halo from behind your.
I think you kneeled. I said, Brent, no, we're good.
We're good.
We're not in DZ posture. Get up, we're good.
I'm just a man like you.
Just better.
Just better.
Just kidding.
Don't kid. Just
Anything you want to weigh in about aliens? Max?
I believe there are. I think us being the only life in the entire universe, and we don't so many places that we've never been to. I think that'd be a little, I don't know, not accurate.
Have you seen them?
No,
All right, that's going to be.
I've
that's
heard
going to be
about them.
That's going to be a big sticking point.
have you ever been to
that.
San Francisco?
I'm going to need to see one. I'm a.
To believe in it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a show me guy.
Okay.
Show me. What is it? What is it, Baghdad?
What you got?
What is it?
I said, I'm from out of this world.
He said he's from out of this world. Magnus from out of this world.
Did you stop the podcast just to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might have been-
All right. What else we got? Why is running that on? Can you run the cat caddy up here for me, please?
Oh, not the cat caddy. Oh, boy. Here
okay.
she comes.
What's next, Drew?
Oh, just another 11 Bravo says, can y'all take Pritzker, which is Illinois' governor, quote unquote, fishing in Florida?
We'll send him with Dave and the
We'll send him
sharks.
with Dave. Yeah, you can swim with sharks with David.
Yeah.
Lord David, excuse me, I'm sorry. Sorry. All right.
You know better, Drew. Come on.
Let's see.
Did you want one?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Thank you, bro.
Real quick, while we're talking about that, and on a serious note, I've always wanted to go swimming with sharks. I mean, it's just a Florida man thing to do. There's 2 Florida man things I don't think I've done that I feel like every Florida man should. I haven't gone alligator hunting. Well, that's a half truth. I've killed plenty of alligators in Granddaddy's pond.
Yep.
What happened there?
There's got to be a statute of limitations on that.
Probably,
Okay.
but just to keep out of trouble.
Okay. But what I want to do is go gator hunting and then get a pair of cowboy boots made out of the gator I killed, along with the matching belt.
Yeah. Jewel of the Nile.
I bought a pair, but I feel
That was
like
a good movie.
I feel like a poser when I wear them. I'm like, nah, I didn't kill it.
You didn't earn those
Yeah,
boots.
I didn't earn those boots.
No.
And the second one is swimming with sharks. I would
In a
want
cage?
to do that. Lord David didn't do it in a cage. How am I supposed to do it
but
in a
he's a
cage if he
lord.
didn't? He's a lord.
They can do that.
What was talk about you weren't in were you in dive gear for this?
Wetsuit and snorkel.
Okay, so on a breath hold.
Wetsuit, yeah.
Okay. Was there anything that surprised you about that, or did you get nervous when when you're seeing a shark for the first time and there's no cage, regardless if it's a nurse shark? There were bull sharks. Bull sharks are notoriously aggressive here in Florida. Nervous at all?
Momentarily, yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but
Okay.
I wanted to do it. So it was.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I trust the guys doing the tour operator.
Right.
You
I mean,
know.
they're still around, so
Yeah, exactly. They do
gotta
it every
something
day.
right.
So
Yeah.
if they say it's
Right.
okay for me in the water,
Right.
then
Except
Yeah, they were around today. The guys
Around
that were
today.
around
Yeah,
yesterday
yeah. And
are
let's
chumming the
be honest,
water.
I didn't ask about the staff turnover.
Right.
The odds were in your favor.
Right. And they don't have to be the fastest. They just have to be faster than you to stay
Yeah,
alive.
yeah.
But that's good thing you weren't thinking about all those things.
No. That
Yeah.
never crossed my mind.
They just pointed direction, like, hey, just swim over there.
Get a little closer. You get a little closer. What did you get to touch any of them?
No, they kind of discouraged that, but it was
Okay.
within
All right.
5 feet.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah, then
I'll
close
take
enough.
that. All right, let me. Where was it? Off the-
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Oh, Devin would hate to go to Jupiter again. Yeah.
Was it that
All
bad?
right. Yeah. Get me in touch with with those guys.
Did you see any aliens while you were at Jupiter?
Oh, Drew.
We saw Uranus.
I tied those in.
Okay.
Oh, there's the anus
All
joke.
right.
Never mind.
Da-dun. Shh. Thomas Melvin, thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. Let's see. We missed some here. Holy Fook back in again says, Xavier, what do you believe in more? UFOs or Bigfoot? Any encounters with either that you can speak about?
I haven't had any encounters with either one of them. I believe more in UFOs than Bigfoot.
Why? You haven't seen either one of them.
No,
So what is
I
it?
haven't.
You think it's more? You think it's more probable that someone outside of this universe is there than a creature inside this universe, like Bigfoot?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I do.
What else we got?
Groff says, how often did you see unit guys come straight from 82nd, 173rd, or conventional infantry? And if so, how did they measure up?
There were some.
There were some,
Yeah, there
not the norm. I almost put a 1 out of number. I was like, oh, don't do that.
I wouldn't know either. I wouldn't know anyways.
Yeah, it's well, I'll say this. It's very rare, and really even when they do, I'm just being honest, do they deserve to be there? Yes. They passed the course and they've met the standard. They deserve to be there. But like most times of the ones that made it, it was an even more rare one that they would stick around the building for very long or progress to be something. And that's not a hit on them. In fact, it's the exact opposite. I mean, they went from conventional military all the way to the top. That's an amazing feat. And some of them did it, but it didn't usually pan out very well in the long term, I'll say.
We got Brenda's taint says, I know a Dominican when I see one. KLOK.
So
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I've X was a man of many nicknames. I said it in the recording. X had a very unique ability to be well liked by almost everyone, if not everyone, which made him easy to make fun of. And like in jest, because it's what do they say? So like, well, hey, they like you if they're making fun of you.
Well,
kind of
exactly.
thing, right?
If they're not making fun of you, that's
Right.
You gotta worry.
I think one of my nicknames for you was the racial chameleon. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
So
Yes,
the
I do.
racial chameleon was one of.
Yes.
And we were like, what is X? It's like we're like he's whatever he wants
It
to
depends.
be. Right. If X wants
What
to
day
be
is
black, he's black. If X wants to be Puerto Rican, he's Puerto Rican. If he wants to be DR, he's DR. If he wants to be white, he could fit into any white circle
Could be Egyptian.
that he wants. Yeah, could it be Egyptian? Absolutely. You have one of the most vanilla faces. What I mean by that is, and skin tones that just, it is hard to put you in a box. Did you know that person? Is there a reason, like, or am I just?
I did not know that
Or am I
person.
just uncultured to be like, I can't tell a DR guy when I see one?
No, I think it's common when you know a lot of Dominicans.
Okay.
You can see them.
Okay.
Because a lot would look like me. Yeah.
So clock, I looked it up, Swedish for wise?
No. Que lo que.
Que lo
So
que.
it was like, what's up?
Just like that, he turns
What's
it on.
up?
The racial chameleon strikes again.
Que lo que.
Que lo que.
He'll turn it on real quick.
That's right, yeah.
All right.
Now all of a sudden we are talking like this.
What was that?
What are we doing?
Wait, what he said? Well, when he
What
says
was that?
que lo que,
All right.
he turned it on first.
All right.
It just inspired me.
So now, by that logic, I have to ask you if, like, okay, so you do have an appearance that if people are from the DR or hang around a
Yes.
lot of DR people, they look at you immediately like, yeah, he's from the DR.
They would not be surprised if they didn't know. Yeah.
You're telling me Barack Obama's from the DR?
He might be.
Yeah.
No, he's
Not.
American.
I tried to connect those dots, but no. Okay.
No, he's American.
All right. We'll have to check his birth certificate.
I think they did that.
Wait, all right, am I late to the game on that one? Okay.
That was yesterday. That was yesterday, Brent.
Oh, never mind.
Here's 2008.
We gotta get those gummies back.
Don't put the camera on me right now.
What'd you say?
What else
Thomas
we got?
Melvin, thank you, man, for the gift. Appreciate it. KD says Delta Solos the aliens, right? Delta Solos the aliens, right? They solos.
Solo.
I'm not sure I get that.
I hate it. I hate it when they pay money that I don't get it.
Sorry, man.
I feel like I'm robbing them.
Put it in the chat. I'll
Okay.
try to see it in the
Okay,
regular
try to
chat
decipher
there,
it.
brother.
Okay.
Thomas Melvin says, do you know him, David? Thomas Melvin? That sounds like a Lord Melvin kind of situation there. Can y'all no relation, he says. Can y'all briefly touch on Ruck for Mike event? Very good. For folks that have never been. Great question.
Absolutely. Mike Milmerstadt is an Orange County deputy that was on the SWAT team that is no longer with us, and they have a memorial ruck for him every year, and so that's what he's talking about. The ruck for Mike. Platinum Mike Perry comes out to it. I missed it last year. I was there the year before that. Me and the Orange County SWAT team have a very good relationship, so I try to go out there and support those guys. But that's what that is. It's a great event for a great family.
You said Mike Perry goes out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What else we got,
Let's
Drew?
see. SCDF says, hey, boys, any good memories from working with Australian military previously? If so, favorite thing or best knowledge transfer from working with them?
Best knowledge transfer from working with them is they're funny and they can drink a lot. Their SAS guys are
Professional.
professional drinkers,
Yes.
but they're professional in a bunch of different ways. They're a little bit unique, and again, I'm just bringing transparency to it. The the Australian SAS aren't necessarily like the British SAS in this aspect. The Australian SAS is really a lot more like our Green Berets.
Okay.
They are their jack of all trades, unconventional warfare type soldiers, and their commandos are really like our Rangers.
Okay.
And I really wouldn't. I don't know if I would consider one particular one of them like us. The way the SAS of the UK is truly
Like structured?
like us. No, just in terms of capability, like what as a true tier 1 unit. And I don't know, that's going to offend some people. But that is just the truth of it. That's not a hit on them. It's just
I got you.
explaining what it is, because they share the terminology SAS like the UK, but it's, again, they're more like our Green Berets than they are Delta Force or the 2-2.
I don't know much about how they're structured, so I can't speak intelligently about that. But I have like trained with them and shot with them and everything else, and they are, from what I saw, they're just as good.
Yeah, they're
in that aspect.
They're good dudes. They're good dudes. And I worked with some of them, and when I was on ODA in Afghanistan as well.
Yeah,
good dudes.
Sack full of nades.
As if that could ever be like a put down to anyone. Be like, they're like our Green Berets.
No, it isn't.
Our Green Berets are pretty damn good. So
very good.
yeah. So no one should ever take that offensively.
You were a Green Beret.
You're damn right I was.
Some of them became Delta Force.
Some of them did.
Yeah.
You know
Crazy
what,
how that happens.
You know, I have to say this, and you'll know why. I wasn't just a Green Beret. I was a combat diver, I'll have you know.
Oh, I can't swim.
You were as well.
Yes, I was.
And that it's one of those jokes about a pilot, whatever it is. Like, you know, and that's kind of like the SF joke, is like, you want to know how a guy's been to dive school? He'll tell you.
Yeah. Yes.
And there's a lot of truth to that. I do have a question for you.
Okay.
And it is along those lines of sorts, but it's a valid question. You grew up in the Brooklyn area.
Bronx.
Oh, whew. All right. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. In the Bronx, inner city, you go to the Marine Corps, a lot of amphibious stuff there. You go to Force Recon, a lot more amphibious stuff there. Of course, you end up on a dive team. It's just how'd you learn did you know how to swim as a kid? Because, I mean, I grew up in Florida. There's lakes and rivers, and all my friends have pools because we're here in Florida. So the opportunity isn't there. Did you know how to swim? And if not, how'd you learn how to swim?
No, the opportunities there.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time as a kid in Dominican Republic, in Santo Domingo, and then we would go to rivers, go to the beach, and everything like that. But in New York, there are plenty of pools still to go. Yeah.
Okay, and you know what's funny? You say that. I did a JSET with a Jamaican soft unit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was on a dive team. So we take them out there. We're going to do some water stuff. Most of the guys on the Jamaican soft unit didn't know how to swim. And they're like, hey, just because we're on an island, doesn't mean we know how to swim. Blew my mind.
I guess there's got to be that intrinsic drive to want to swim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because probably because there's sharks out there, right, Lord David? That's probably why they don't do a lot of swimming out there.
Would you have considered yourself a strong swimmer?
No.
No.
Did
there's in Marine boot camp? Is there a swim test?
Yes.
Amphibious systems. Did you doggy paddle it?
Yes. How did you tell him? That was my preferred technique, man. I just got to get there. That's all I care about.
Sack full of nades back in says, just saw the Cowboy Rob episode. As I understand it, all tier 1 dudes are accountable for every round they fire. I don't care who shot bin Laden. More interesting to me is who shot his wife in the leg.
That's a good
question. Was she
question.
a threat? And if so, why in the leg?
That's a good question. I would love for Rob to answer that question. I just don't trust. Rob will answer it, I guess, if you press him. I just don't believe whatever answer he'll give.
That was part of the confusion as well. That last interview that he did, I think he confused me more than
Yeah, I think that's the crazier thing. I think he had this idea, like he's been thinking on this. He's like, all right, this is how I'm going to connect all the dots after all these years. I've kind of been exposed, but I haven't really, like, I can salvage this if I just outsmart it. And then his answer ended up being more confusing and worse than beforehand.
I agree. I'm not an attorney, but I don't think he came out of that interview with Andy Stump better than than
I would argue with.
I heard attorneys say the same thing.
Yeah,
did you?
Yeah.
Whiskey T Fox says, "Why a Calvinist MacArthur Bible? Not hating, just wondering. And what translation?"
Drew, why would he be hating on questioning the Calvinists? Give you an opportunity.
All right. Well, there's a lot of talk of predestination election in the Bible. Check out Ephesians chapter 1, Romans chapter 9, John chapter 6. A lot about God being in charge of his creation. Some people don't like that.
He just knows this.
So
he's the Delta Force of the Bible.
Not hating, just wondering. Also, the MacArthur Bible, if you're not a Calvinist, that's fine. But if you're the MacArthur Bible has the best cross-reference in any Bible and just great Bible study notes. And what do you got there? Is it a New American Standard?
It is the New American Standard.
New American Standard. Now, the English will say, don't trust anything new and definitely don't trust anything American. But the New American Standard, sorry, Dave, we got to pick on the English when you're here, man. New American Standard. It's a very good translation. There you go.
All right. That's as short as an answer Drew's capable of giving.
That was brief.
I know. I'm giving you credit for that.
Was it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks
I know
for
that was not easy for Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, he had more. He had more.
Oh, he's got more.
Okay.
You guys let my wife know that. Jacob Schneider says, Brent, you mentioned not many minorities at the unit. Did you guys ever consider basketball hoops or overweight women to increase recruiting numbers?
I don't know. Neither one of those would help our recruiting numbers because we uphold the standard. You broke down a lot of stereotypes, if you will, without knowing it, and it's just not a secret. There's just not a lot of minorities at the unit, but it's not a cultural thing.
I think
where we pull from on a lot of
it's not just where you pull from. It's the pool of candidates who volunteers for it.
Right.
If the majority of people that volunteer for something are whatever they are, that's going to be the majority.
Say it.
Whether they're Rangers or whether they're SF, whether they come from, some from the Marine Corps, some from the Navy, doesn't matter.
Right.
If everybody can try, and the more people that try from whatever unit, that means that most of them, there'll be more people from there in the organization. And that goes across not just units, but ethnicities as well.
You didn't run for this position, but you just got it. As the mouthpiece of minorities in the military.
Jesus.
I
came on fast, man.
It did. It is an honest question, though.
Okay.
And
it's an honorable position as well.
And you may not know.
I am.
I don't know if you know, but it's worth a try. And let's just take special operations, because generally in the whole of the military, there's plenty of representation, a very similar representation of the makeup of America that are the makeup of the military. I don't think it's that. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I don't think it's that off in the conventional forces as a whole.
Okay.
But the higher you climb the ladder, and I'm going to make up this ladder.
Regarding special operations,
infantry to combat arms, as the lowest rung of the ladder.
Okay.
And then special operations, and then tier 1. Minorities drop at each level. Now, first, I have to ask you: do you believe that to be true? That there are less in the support, from support to infantry, there's less minorities.
So less in infantry than in support?
that there's less minorities and then in special operations there's less minorities in special operations than there were in infantry.
I don't have anything to back that up. I don't have anything to just from my observations.
Okay.
I've seen that yes, in special operations there usually are less.
Right.
But less a lot of individuals just don't want to do that as well, I'm guessing.
So the question is, and it's like I said, you may not have the answer. I don't know. But why do you think that is?
I think some of them just don't want to do anything like that. They don't want to do special operations. You're not. People go there that want to try for it, and lots of people want to try for it. And I think the largest pool of individuals that try for it are the ones that usually make up the majority of the individuals that are in it. Because if you don't try for it, then you're not going to get in there.
I have a guess at it. I just think it's more of it's not an ability or a capability thing. When it comes to high level athletes that are both like physically demanding, check that box, and both are at skilled positions that clearly have to have the mentality to be able to solve complex things quickly, check that box. So it's not a capability thing. It's a desire thing. Yeah. So I think it's a cultural thing.
That specific job.
To that specific. I think it's for whatever reason. I think it's a cultural thing. Okay. I think culturally, I don't think it's. No one has an issue going to the military and any culture. And that's why like broad strokes here, very broad strokes, and that's why the majority of the military, when it comes to conventional forces as a whole, mirrors pretty close the American population. Okay. But when it comes to special operations, I think culturally it's just not something that that they're either pushed to do that is as glorified as it is in other communities. Or we can go back to something very basic and I grew up good guys versus bad guys. Like it's just how I grew up. And so when you go to special operations, it's just a higher level of good guys versus bad guys. And if your culture doesn't grow up playing cops and robbers, just to pull something out, then you don't have that cultural driving force to want to fight bad guys as much as someone else does. Does that make sense? Kind of what I'm saying?
I see where you're going.
I'm not pushing it. I'm saying this is.
No, I got you.
I'm throwing a stab. I'm going to go ahead and shot in the dark here.
But I think I disagree a little bit because. So let's take law enforcement, for example. That I think is more. There's a lot more diversity in law enforcement than you would say in special operations. Yeah, you know what I mean. And that goes against the cops and robbers, the bad guys and everything like that. I just think a lot of individuals do not want to go to special operations or do that type of job. That's what I think. But again, I don't. That's based on the few observations that I've had. I don't have any evidence or data.
And but one thing I do disagree with as a whole is like the push to just for no reason other for diversity reasons and say, well, we need more minorities in special operations. But this is a whole different subject though.
I wouldn't. I believe in an all volunteer force.
Yeah, right.
So I don't want to work with anyone that does not want to be there.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is a fact. I don't care where you come from.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. If a person wants to be there, then they try. And if they meet or exceed the standard, then so be it.
I don't think people understand like how much that matters to us in the military. If you'd have put me on an ODA that was majority minority, but they were the performers and the best guys there, and those are the guys you wanted to go to war with, I would have never cared or even looked at it, I think it's just one of those things. I think people push for something or assume something that's not there. And the guys I worked with, they never cared about and again, I'm just having a transparent conversation.
But that's
you came to my team, and we were never like, who's not.
I got you. I got you.
Who's this guy? We couldn't have, well, I've already said we couldn't have guessed your ethnicity because no one can. But we were never like, who's this guy? One, you met the standard of OTC.
You earned it.
And you came over, and and each individual is judged on your individual actions.
Exactly.
And that's how it should
As it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah.
So all I heard was blah, 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 blah. X is exceptional.
Again.
All right.
Oh, that's like 5 of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
We should drink to that. every time.
Dwaz IO19 says, Miss Cleo told me that Drew is going to the Operator podcast and Cag Daddy is going to hold grenades for TK. Ooh. How was the Florida Man Games?
Oh, the Florida Man Games.
What is this?
Oh, you're in for a treat. You
am
are
I?
in for a treat.
I love
Okay.
it. I'm excited.
The Florida Man Games is what you think it is. It's so.
You got to have a mullet.
Oh, there's a barbershop there that only gives mullets. So it's this competition, and it's basically each phase of the competition or each game of it is ripped from the headlines. And I'm sure you've heard of the infamous Florida Man, right? Like,
yes,
Florida Man is always doing something dumb.
Yeah.
So instead of just a normal obstacle course, it's an obstacle course, and cops are chasing you. And then instead of one of the things is like go into the grocery store, but you have to fight other people. You have
Hurricane prep.
Hurricane prep. And you got to fight other people.
For like cases of water and everything
Yes.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where this one came from. They put 5 men blindfolded in an octagon
Yeah.
and gave them cow prods. Said, have at it, boys.
Yeah.
And they were stabbing the ever-living heck out of each other.
To what end?
Until somebody said, I can't do it anymore, and then
Yeah.
you pop out, and now it's 4, and now it's 3,
Last
and now
one,
it's
last
2.
man standing.
Last
kind of thing?
man standing.
And you're just blindfolded in there. So, like, you can't even strategize with somebody and say, hey, like, it's going to be us.
Yeah.
And, like,
Let's
our
take them
team.
all out.
I mean,
And then
those
I'll-
guys were swinging the cattle prods. It was crazy.
It was
absolutely crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah.
I'll watch
fun.
that one.
Yeah,
I won't participate in that
Oh
one.
man,
I'll
you
watch
got the reels are money, and instead of a mechanical bull, they got a
mechanical
mechanical
gator.
gator.
Yeah.
It's gotta go ride the
I
gator.
thought you were going to say a real bull. and they're still blindfolded.
Yeah,
They had a competition that was they pretended like they were drinking deer piss. Like you had to be underneath this fake
Was it
deer
in a bottle?
But it was
it was
a
deer piss pong.
it was beer pong. It was beer deer pong. They were beers. I did ask someone. It was beers. They were putting, or was it?
It was not beer. There was no carbonation in that.
I was hoping it was.
No, that was
flat.
actual deer piss. Yeah.
No, they opened it and left it out.
Yeah, and so it goes down. The deer piss goes through like a funnel at the top of the deer that's kind of routed, and then it comes shooting out of the deer's thing, and you have the people are underneath it trying to catch enough deer piss to go up to a certain level of the cup, and then that's how you win.
And the only way that you can hold the cup is out of your mouth. So it was all over their face.
Who came up with this?
Florida Man headlines. We're
Florida-
doing it.
Somehow
Florida
they're
Man
connected.
headlines.
Somehow they're all each event is supposedly connected with Florida Man headlines. And
Thank you,
how they-
Florida. Thank you.
Thanks, Florida.
It's all champagne and gravy.
Oh, now I gotta now we gotta change shirts.
Oh, leave it.
What else we got?
Let's see. Bo is in there with a generous gift as usual. Thank you, Bo. He says, Brent, that shirt makes you look weak. Oh, wait, that's your arms.
Oh, I'll tell you a little something
I'm not even
about.
bad about that.
Oh man, I read that earlier and started
That's
laughing.
Bo. That's the guy. Great state of Florida. That's him.
Great state of
okay.
That's guest number 1 from the podcast.
What he doesn't know is that we knew you as the small arms NCO of A Squadron.
Yes, that is correct. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I
I don't think that's going to help my case.
I'm on both sides.
Brian Smith says, thank you guys for your service. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Human Performance,
TRT.
TRT. Were you guys green berets together or just the sumos?
All right, there's a story behind that.
Sumos.
It was my very first episode and I had all sorts of problems. Like I had problems with you. It's my very first time going through the whole process. I'm behind on editing. I'm behind on uploading. I'm behind on thumbnails. I'm just behind. Everything's taken longer than I wanted it to.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah. And so I'm supposed to get this episode out at 6 a.m. on Monday.
Okay.
I don't remember if I got it out the following day or I did get it out on that Monday. I think I got it out on that
Monday.
Monday.
You were up until 4 a.m. trying to get it out by 6. And
So-
you were like one eye open.
Yeah. And so I'm one eye open and then it takes for sometimes things have to upload first and then you go to the next step, whatever it is. And so I'm falling asleep at that desk right there, falling asleep, waking up, taking it to the next step, one eye in it. It's 4 a.m. My very first video was supposed to be legendary Green Beret Darren Behealer. And I
Green
put
Beret.
out for the whole world to see on my very first video, legendary Green Beret. And I wake up like 6 hours later, excited to wake up and see the comments and like it's
Proud
up.
of yourself,
See
yeah.
how it's going. You misspelled Green Beret. You said Garay. Oh, was Brent also a Garay? Text message after text message. You misspelled it, dummy. And just went from like elation to go look at my work to, I'm an idiot. I got to fix this. And
this
it's
is
been
my work.
almost 6 months later.
Still hearing about
I
it.
still have to.
And you
hear
said
about
that
it.
too. You called it and he said, I'm never going to live this down. I said, the internet will forget. You'll be fine. Oh,
Yes.
no. Green Beret
Because
to
it's
this
known
day.
for that. The internet will let you. You can just delete things.
Funny,
No.
And it's gone
There are
forever.
things they do like they pick and choose what they want to remember, and they
Gray
will,
is there.
yeah, they'll never forget me pulling my taint or
What?
Oh, no.
that has been discussed at length. We'll talk about that after.
I'm going
the
to have
show.
to watch the episode. then. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you after the show in the garage smoking cigars.
Wait. Okay.
All right, what else we got?
Well, the very next one is Green Beret. Brent was a Green Beret.
There it is.
Doubling
There it
down.
is.
Doubling
Thanks,
down.
guys. Thanks for keeping me humble.
All right. Hoskier says, Brent and X, if you back in Delta and had to pick between an 18 Delta or PJ, who would you carry with you on the mission? That's 1. 2, tactically, if you need another gun in the fight, which one would you pick? Great show. God bless.
That's a good question.
I'm
Excellent.
biased towards the Delta.
Yeah, that's right. It's a bias thing. I'm biased towards 18
biased towards
Deltas,
the
so that's who I'm bringing.
Yeah.
It's no shade towards the other.
No.
I'm just biased, and like I said, and we're just being open and honest about it.
I am. No,
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against the PJs. Incredibly trained, but
Yeah,
I'm used to the Deltas.
yeah. And those PJs from the 2-4, the 2-4 is just another organization that probably doesn't get enough credit. Those CCTs and
agree. I
PJs
agree.
were never had a bad one.
Thank you.
Never had a bad one, and they did amazing things on
Studs,
target within their lanes, and sometimes outside of their lanes when asked or necessary.
Well, they can do their job exceptionally well and pick up the slack on anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So they're always value added.
Now, the second part is what secondary weapon are you bringing? What gun are you bringing? You guys are going to say, well, what's the mission? I'm going to help them out. You don't know what the mission is.
That's right.
What's your secondary?
My secondary?
No, Tomas. But tactically, if you need another gun in the fight, which one would you pick between the 18 Delta and the PJ?
Oh, is that what they're talking about?
Yeah,
I
I think
thought
the first
they were
one
asking
was
for literal gun.
medically, which one would you pick, and the next one is as a gun in the fight.
Oh,
which
my
one
bad.
would you pick?
All right, then I'm an idiot. Okay, thank you for
hold on.
clarifying that.
Oddly enough, and I don't have enough information to really give an answer, but oddly enough, I might pick if it's a 2-4 PJ, I might pick the PJ for a gun in the fight.
Okay.
Just because they're from a tier 1 unit, a little more training, a little more resources.
Well, yeah, the ones that we've seen there.
Yeah.
That's
There you go.
a valid point. Yeah.
Iceman says, Xavier, when you guys were landing on the X, which cargo pocket did you keep your piss bottle? Just wondering, since Red Squadron had an TTP apparently back in the gap with Robert O'Digley.
Diggly. So I typically kept my piss bottle in my left cargo pocket. My Afro wig was in my right cargo pocket.
That's right. That's right.
And if you want your own Tier 1 piss bottle, we're selling stickers at frcc.shop, and you can turn any water bottle into your personal Tier 1 piss bottle. That's how you do it right there.
Need something with a bigger opening.
Brenda's Taint back in says, yo, X, Anthony Santos or Luis Vargas, don't fail me, bro.
Anthony Santos.
Anthony Santos.
Anthony Santos for
See
me.
how he turns it on like that?
He does.
Anthony.
Like a switch.
Anthony Santos.
I know.
All right. K. Dix says, Brent, X, if you had a mission, but you can't pick America or UK, which country would you pick to work with?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I have an answer in mind, but as a guest, I'm gonna let you go first. There's a bunch of good answers to this, and hold on. Let's keep it at a high value target, like dicey high value target mission, because the missions matter of sorts. You know it's going to be a good one, high value target mission. If you can't pick, if you have to go on it, and you can't pick the U.S. or the U.K., who you putting on that bird? What country's special operations?
Hey, I'm going to be, I might upset a couple of people, but Canada.
You know what? Canada.
Canada.
And don't worry, it's not because of their hockey team or some people in their country. Let me tell you, they're Tier 1. They're real ones. They are well trained. They uphold the standard. Believe it or not, Canada. Yeah.
Well, I know you didn't ask me, but I would take the Aussies because I would love to hear just their accent in the radio. So that's why, because we really don't need another country on the mission. So,
Oh, jeez.
all right. USA.
All the shade, man. Drew wants to smoke. Man.
All right. Chase Lee says, wishing an early but happy heavenly birthday to Sergeant Aaron Kramer, born February 28, 1988, killed in action September 16, 2010, Afghanistan. Also, my sister-in-law, Renee Dam Cheney, February 27, 1980 to August 27, 2020. We lost due to a vehicle wreck. Love you guys.
I love that. They paid money to read a comment. They could say something funny. They could say something stupid. They could weigh in on something current political. Almost every week, someone chooses their platform to remember someone.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. And I was ready for it. Thank you, guys.
Sir.
To the fallen.
To the fallen.
Right Wing Nut, thank you for the love, man. We really appreciate it. Xavier, did you play a lot of baseball?
Oh,
all
they're so
the
racist.
Dominican dudes I played with or against in college were studs. Thanks for coming on, bro. Brad and Louisiana.
I'm tired of people trying to pigeonhole you just because of where you're from, and I won't stand for it unless you played a lot of baseball.
So I'm probably the only Dominican man that is not good at baseball. I let my country down. But I'm American.
Yeah,
but I let my ancestry down.
I love that answer because that is a classic X answer. The man, whatever you think he is, wherever you think he's from, whatever you think he did.
I threw him a curveball.
Yeah. He just, I love it.
I wasn't very good. I tried to play,
Okay.
but I was not.
Was there any?
Yeah, you struck out.
I did.
Were there any sports you gravitated to young?
Not organized. I was.
Yeah.
I was on the.
Lord David, thank you, Lord David.
Lord David has delivered it. I was on the wrestling team.
Yeah.
In high school, but it was more like I was the practice dummy.
Yeah,
You know.
but you were still how tall are you?
6 feet.
6 feet even. All right, and you were 6 foot then, right? So you grew up quick. But you didn't grow out quick. Were you like 140 pounds in high school?
145.
So the problem is, especially with the wrestling, to be lightweight, good. To be tall, lanky, and lightweight, bad.
They had limbs for days to just grab,
Right.
and I
And
didn't know.
manipulate,
I think
right.
I was in the camel clutch at one point.
Camel clutch.
Do you remember that? The Iron Sheik. That's old stuff, man.
Yeah, they get you in the hucklebuck.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
Hard Stuck says, could either of you make 3 shots in 5.2 seconds with a 6.5 Carcano rifle from 80 meters on a moving target?
How fast is the target moving?
How fast? I don't care. Answer is yes.
In 5 seconds? 3 shots?
3
Yeah,
shots, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Put it between a standard 5 to 10 miles an hour is what I want to put it. Yeah, I can do it.
If it's going steady, you'd be surprised.
As long as, yeah.
Exactly. If the speed is going steady, you would be surprised after how much practice that you can get those rounds in there within, I think.
So I believe there's only one real method, but the truth is there's two. There's 2 methods to engaging a moving target. Are you tracking me? Like how? What?
Tracking or ambushing?
Tracking or ambushing. Which one do you prefer?
Tracking.
Ambushing for some people, and I get it. Some people just can't track, and ambushing is a technique. And so, for anyone watching, when shooting a moving target, tracking means I'm gonna move my weapon along with the target, just in front of it, and then shoot and track it the whole time. Ambushing says I'm going to put my gun way in front of it, and when it gets close enough, I'm going to ambush the trigger and in hopes that I got the timing right. And when I say in hopes, like it doesn't work. It's a technique.
It does work, but I don't like it because you have a sudden input,
right?
And every little bit counts.
That's right.
You run the risk of, just pulling the shot, as opposed to if you keep the reticle on the target the entire time and you execute like a proper weapon, like pulling the trigger, slow, steady squeeze, and then the round, when it goes off, it surprises you.
Yep.
If it's on target or where you want it to be, whatever your lead is,
right.
I think that's more effective than ambushing.
Here's a great rule of thumb that someone told me, and of course, distance matters. It can't be too close. If it's too close, you don't have to lead at all. Just keep it on target and go. Yeah. If it's too far, this won't work. But in a normal engagement, and I'll say 100 to 200 meters in that style engagement, the rule of thumb of wherever their hands are, that's your lead point, and it kind of works regardless of speed. So what I mean by that is if they're walking, their hands at their furthest point that their hands go, that's your lead. And if they're walking, their hands don't go that far in front of them, let that be your lead point. If they're jogging, their hands will be a little bit further in front because they're jogging, let that be their lead point. And if they're an all-out sprint, their hands go even further, and if you make that lead point, let that be your tracking point.
That's interesting, man. I've never...
And generally speaking, that works. And I can't remember who told me that, but I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, we practice on targets that are silhouette targets with no hands. So but anyway,
and it's on slow, steady track or 45 degrees away from you.
You didn't tell me. Magnus, you didn't tell me that.
Yes, he did.
You didn't tell me that. Magnus, a classic case of he knows how to make it go boom, but he doesn't know what to do with the boom.
No.
He's really good at making a gun. He's not bad at shooting it, but...
What if they run like Seagal?
You have to speak with the mic.
And the mic.
Sorry. What if they run like Seagal?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, then you're going to have to figure it out. But at some point, you're going to have to take that guy down because he does not deserve to live if that's how he runs.
Well, the thing is, if it is Seagal, you won't be able to shoot him because he's hard to kill.
Guy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And that's why you get the
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
You get the invite on multiple levels. And that's one of them. That's one of them.
Dad jokes after my own heart.
Yes.
What else we got?
We've got Hard Stuck says, Point Man Podcast says we've been on generator power up here in Massachusetts since Monday after 32 inches of snow.
32 inches.
That's a lot of snow, man.
Brent, why does Delta and SEAL Team 6 refer to their assaulters as squadrons? And ending song, anything Deftones. Anything Deftones.
Take it, X.
I think Squadrons is because of the 22 SAS.
Absolutely. We stole it from the Brits. Yeah. We stole our whole task org from the Brits. And so And to go a little bit deeper in that, because I love history, you got me. So you're going to get a little bit longer answer.
Do it.
So the 22 SAS, are you listening, Lord David? This is for you, and the person who paid the money. They called themselves squadrons, which is pretty unique because no ground unit called squadrons.
In the U.S., we associate that with aircraft.
Yeah, and almost every country does.
Okay.
So that was part of the 22 SAS's cover. Was the SAS stands for Special Air Service. And so they put themselves in squadrons. They called themselves the Special Air Service.
I see.
To try to mislead what their organization was really about.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So there you go.
Did not know that.
And now you know.
Wide La Table says, what was the whole purpose of Delta's initial mission set? Hijacked aircrafts if they can't deploy here in the country.
So the whole purpose of their initial mission set, and this goes back to the book Delta Force by our founder Charlie Beckwith. If you ever read it, it's not the most fun read. The very beginning of it's really fun because it talks about his time with the SAS as an exchange program with when he was a Green Beret. Mm-hmm. At the time, we didn't, our Green Berets were the equivalent or supposed equivalent of their SAS. And so we'd have an exchange program between the two. And when he came back in the 70s, Charlie Beckwith was like, hey, the SAS is really focused heavily, almost solely on counterterrorism. And it's now that I've spent enough time with those guys, it's such a unique mission set. We
didn't have anything like that here.
And when he came pounding the table about that, they're like, well, counterterrorism, it's one of the pillars of special forces. It is, and they're like, we got that covered. We got the Green Berets. He's like, no, that's one of the things they do. I'm telling you, it's such a hard problem set, and it takes such precision to take down terrorists once you're reacting to them. You have to have a counter-terrorist organization.
Dedicated to that.
Dedicated, yeah, absolutely. So that was, he eventually won that, and so that was their initial mission set, which goes into the hijacked aircraft, because that was one of the terrorists' original ways to cause terror and to get attention to their causes was to hijack planes. Fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but before FBI HRT was stood up, Delta Force was authorized. If there was a hijacking here in America, it was not just assumed, it was going to happen. Delta Force was going to take care of hijacked airplanes. Rightfully so. That goes against our Constitution. And even though that was going to be a cutout, there's a reason why there's a cutout for it. They said, instead of using them, we need to stand up an organization. You guys can use this. You guys can be that stopgap in the meantime, but we really need to stand up a CONUS law enforcement counterpart to this, so we don't depend on you. And that's how the FBI HRT was stood up, and that was passed over to them. So there you go. Another long answer, but I love it. It's the history of this country. It's the history of our Tier 1 organizations.
And he talks about my answers. Okay. So
It's the Tier 1 podcast.
Iceman SCB. It's for Tier 1 men, Brent. All right. Iceman SCB says, Xavier, ¿cuál es tu canción favorita en español?
¿Cuál es tu canción favorita en español?
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite what's your favorite Bad Bunny song? I can read Spanish.
Yeah,
It's my favorite song in Arabic.
Oh, never mind.
¿Cuál es tu canción favorita en español? I don't have a one specific song that's my favorite, because I listen to all kinds of stuff, but I like Anthony Santos from back in the day. And I like merengue, Los Hermanos Rosario. So I like José Esteban en la Patrulla 15. And several more. But
You getting these, Iceman?
Say El Mundo.
El Mundo.
Isn't that a band?
El Mundo. Menudo, you mean?
That was a Menudo. Dang it.
And Menudo, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was back in the day.
All right. I tried.
Yes, you did. That was good. It was
I
good.
wanted to be a part of this conversation.
No, but
I failed.
I understood what you said.
You did.
I understood where you wanted to go. And that's the point.
That's the point.
That's the point. I understood where you wanted to go with that.
I like the Frito Bandito myself.
Yeah. What?
All right. I am the Frito Bandito. That's a Frito Lay's Frito commercial back in like the early 80s.
I thought that was.
Please read the next question.
I thought that was like a value meal or something.
All right. You're not going to like the question. All right. Whiskey T. Fox says, Drew, I personally feel Calvinism goes against the New Testament and its promises. Certain people in the Old Testament were God's chosen people. Now all Christians are. I agree. God knows who will. All right. Well, I don't know which way you're going with that, whether today all Christians are God's chosen people or, we're the new Israel and Jews. Don't know which way you're going. But if you believe in replacement theology, which is that the church has replaced Israel as God's chosen nation, then you do agree with Calvinism because that's what John Calvin taught. So I don't know, have to be a little bit more specific. You could go to my podcast, Truth in the Dark, and you can get verse by verse explanation on the book of Galatians and Romans 11 about neither Jew nor Greek, and is Israel still God's chosen people? So they're short, less than 20 minutes, contrary to my brother's opinion on my answer.
No, Drew. Oddly enough, I love your long answers on your podcast. I do. I watch your podcast. I love your long answers on your podcast. Yeah,
easy listening.
I see what you did there.
That's where they need to be.
I love it. All right, let's see. We got what time we want to do the break?
We'll go just a few more. Just a few more.
All right. It jumped on me. We're almost there.
That's
Here
right.
we go.
What is the long walk mean?
There it is.
That's by Jared Rosen, 1316. What does a long walk mean?
That's another way for people to refer to Delta Force selection.
Yeah, there's almost two terms, and context matters, right? Mm-hmm. So when people say the long walk, they're talking about going to Delta Force selection. But then there's the long walk. If you're already talking about selection and you're talking about the long walk, then you're talking about the 40 miler
something specific.
Within selection. But it really has a reference to the 40 miles in one time frame that at some point you are going to walk. And unfortunately, it's no secret, it is towards the end, and you are not fresh when you start that. In fact, if it was just 40 miles, that would be easy. But do that at the end after everything.
It was just
and,
that.
You're right. Yeah. And then do that. It puts a whole nother degree of difficulty that makes you question life decisions.
Many times.
You got a long time to question your life decisions during that.
All right, K. Diggs is back in, says, I didn't expect Canada, honestly.
Yeah.
How does Poland stack up in terms special forces if you have experience with them?
I have, actually. I know a number of Polish soft guys, good dudes as well.
Yeah.
And I would work with them. Yeah.
You have you worked a lot with the Poles?
Yeah.
Big fan of working with Poles.
I got $1 for you. How's that?
Put it in his shorts.
Yeah, right. Let me slip it right there.
Dirty dollar.
Told you the lives were different.
They are. I'm seeing that. I'm trying to adjust as we go. No, but I have worked with them both instructing and as participants. Once I got to Germany, an international special training center.
Yeah.
Great dudes, man. I was absolutely work with them.
Never worked directly with them. Always heard good things about them. Always heard good things. And all right, let's take a second. Let's change it up just real quick. I told you let's do the wild card video just because it's funny. I wanna see everyone's reaction. And so before you start it, and I'm not just pandering to you, Xavier. Just because I said the military itself doesn't need a lot of diversity, I think there are some solid questions that need to be asked about diversity, and maybe this is one of them.
Okay.
The offshore interrogators are white men, and we're wondering how we might be able to get people of color and women involved.
Is that what you're talking about, like torture?
Yeah. Were you discouraged from being an advanced interrogator because of your gender, do you find?
It's not something that personally would appeal to me.
Is it because it's too much of like a physical job and you need to hold them down and pour the water on them and stuff?
If there was some sort of other way that women could take part in it without having to physically
they can maybe hold the camera potentially or something like that?
No.
So do you think that's sort of a problem that Guantanamo Bay is like a boys club right now, for example?
Women have a different emotional makeup than men do.
If they're being charged with crimes, maybe they should have someone who looks a little bit like them.
There's offshore sites where they're interrogating Muslims, and that would be better if it was a Muslim doing it.
Right.
Be part of questioning in a softer way that might be more like undercurrent manipulation. And
so you could manipulate them mentally.
I'm not attracted to like human rights violations.
But is that possible that that's your social programming, that society's been telling women that they should stay away from jobs like that because it's not for them?
No. I've come across a woman that personally feels oppressed because they have not had the option to be an advanced interrogator that
that's their internal program and they don't like realize it. A lot of times women just internalize.
Or is it your internal programming to think that because everything has to be equal?
Do you not think things should be equal?
I do, but I don't particularly think that just
you just think not for that one job, like you let the guys do that sort of thing.
Veterans are being tortured by the Chinese.
But do you think it's better there because China has like a diverse torture staff, right?
No. If the opportunity is there, then that makes things equal, but I don't think you should force
maybe incentivize them, like, have subsidies for women torturers or something.
You might find some young people with whom the principles of Black Lives Matter resonate. And we need more people who can not only do the job, but who can also systematically be advocates
to get that information.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, women are just as capable as men at administering sleep deprivation or...
There was that whole big thing with Afghanistan where the woman was busy.
Not familiar.
There was a
Some of the female advanced interrogators have known to get 30 cents less than men.
Different issue, that's the wage gap.
Obviously they say, well, the guys have done 30% more torture and that's the reason, but...
I still think it's a fallacy to say, well, if this isn't 50-50, then it's not equal.
Do you have a message to young girls that potentially did want to be advanced interrogators?
Just don't.
We should all stop torturing each other and ourselves. Compassion is the name of the game.
Would you mind doing a hug? 90% of the offshore interrogators
Did she hug him?
men, and we're wondering how we might be able to get people of color and women involved.
Is that what you're talking about, like torture?
Drew, that's it.
My bad.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Man, that was funny.
The only reason that's funny, and we've talked about this before the show, like for things like really to be true, you have to look at it from the other side, and like if this is your argument. And if that's true, then we have to flip it and this be your argument as well. It has to be true in that side.
I think you should be able to at least put yourself in the other position, and challenge from each direction. I think.
Right, and so really, it's just a funny take of challenging from each direction for people who say, hey, we should have women and in every job and available, and you don't really mean every job.
I would argue that
you don't want to be interrogators, you don't want to be coal miners, you don't want to be garbage men.
I would argue that some women would be horrible interrogators, as in you do not want them to interrogate you. Oh,
that's actually there's a good argument to be made, but here's the thing. If we just take our last war, which is always a little bit dangerous to take your last war and think it's your next war, right? Yeah. But I don't think there's going to be peace between us and Islamic extremists anytime soon. I don't think white American women are going to have the same effect on Islamic terrorists that they're going to have on me and you.
I concede that point. Yes.
All right. After that little comedic break, let's take a break ourselves. Drew, hit our sponsors. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
We are more than makers of steel. We are brothers in craft, bound by purpose and forged in pride. Every blade we shape carries the weight of the hands that built it and the hearts that will wield it. Brotherhood Blades stands for those who refuse to quit. The protectors, the workers, the doers. We forge with integrity, we carry with pride, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with those who live by the same code. Brotherhood Blades, forged in freedom, carried with honor.
If you've ever been to any of my tactical training classes, then you know how adamant I am about the use of white light and the importance of a quality, high-powered tactical light. That's why I use cloud defensive tac lights. You can't hit what you can't see, and neither can the bad guys. Clearly identify your target and simultaneously overwhelm his vision with hundreds and even thousands of lumens. Get serious about defending yourself and your family. Go to clouddefensive.com and use promo code Tier1 to get 30% off your order. That's right, 30%. You won't find a better light than this, and you won't find a better deal than this.
Revenge is an act of passion. Vengeance is an act of justice. Injuries are revenged. Crimes are avenged. Almost a century ago, big pharmaceutical companies re-engineered medical school curriculum and faculty with one goal: putting profit before progress. Anyone pushing back against the medical matrix they carefully crafted was threatened, silenced, censored, financially ruined, or worse. They are the problem. We are the solution.
You're clear to engage. Initials Mike Juliet Alpha. You're clear to engage with weapons. You're clear to engage with weapons. Roger. Step out, see how far away easy is.
Okay. I'll show you a picture. Yeah. They have some that you can go into the store and get.
Oh. My cam's not working. Hey guys, we're back. I don't know why my camera's not working.
All right.
Somebody bumped the camera. I don't know.
I think it's all right. All right. Let's get into the second half. We still got a lot to cover. Let's do the heck, you know what? Let's go to American hockey.
Alrighty. It's gonna be this one right here is the first one. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this one is my mic back on?
Yeah.
All right. I'm telling you, the hockey team, I couldn't be any more proud of those guys. Not just what they did on the ice, how they conducted themselves, what they did off the ice, how they conducted themselves in victory. It's just truly, truly amazing. Drew, do you know what they did there?
I was doing other things.
They brought on a fallen teammate who died. He was an NHL player, and he died in the offseason bicycling. And he would have been part of that gold medal team.
Oh, wow.
And so they carried his jersey to every game.
Nice.
And then when they won the gold, they brought that jersey out for the picture to make sure he was involved in the picture. And then after the team picture, they said, hold on. And they went and got his kids and brought his kids out to the team picture.
That's awesome. That's champion character right there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a family. They play so tightly knit, and that's why they're a championship team.
That hockey team is deserving of the gold medal, and they're deserving of the adoration that they're getting. I could care less what you do on the court or on the ice. If you're a bad individual, then I will never be a fan, and I hate that. That to some degree, we will put that to the side and be like, yeah, well, he did all these things, but man, as long as he plays great on Sunday, I don't care what he does. That's our priorities are all wrong when we do that. Not the hockey team. The hockey team is absolutely crushing it, and they really did They gave something to cheer for again. They gave they're a reason to bring the show Who America really is in a non-divisive manner. They just did it because they're proud of their country and the way they carry themselves. I love it. Let me tell you how much this game affected us as a country. And this next video really shows that. And this next video gets me. Show this next video, Drew. The kids playing hockey. So let me set this video up for you real quick. The parents are missing the gold medal game because they're there at their kids' game playing hockey. There you go. Play it. They're about to face off.
Everybody celebrating. I love it.
I love it.
They're like, wait, what game?
Look at it.
That's pretty cool.
Moments like this, you'll never forget. Everybody just stopped what they're doing.
I love it.
They're all banging on the ice.
And the kids are banging their sticks.
Yeah.
The USA
And they're
goes.
doing it together. They're playing a game against each other.
That's pretty cool,
right
though. I
now.
like it.
They didn't care.
No.
They know that they live in America, and their team just did the unthinkable and beat Canada in overtime 2-1. And every parent in there is just proud to be an American. It's just, it gets me.
That was pretty cool.
It absolutely gets me, which is why, Drew, let's go to the next one, which is why things like this piss me off the most.
This
Hockey just declined an invite to the White House for the State of the Union address, and I think it's a massive mistake and missed opportunity. So in case you missed it, Donald Trump spoke with Team USA men's hockey after they also beat Canada 2-1 in overtime and invited them to the White House, offering a military escort.
Giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night, I could send a military plane or something, but if...
And the internet kind of blew up because he said, hey, I got to invite the women too.
And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that.
A lot of people were calling it misogynistic and just all up in arms, thinking that the women were just an afterthought. I think all that was totally blown out of proportion, but a spokesperson for the women's hockey team ended up saying they have too many academic and professional commitments that they just cannot sacrifice in order to attend the State of the Union address at the White House in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
So let me break this down.
All right, stop that for a second, and we're just going to put a pause on that, and we're going to go out of order, Drew, and I apologize. The next one, so he's talking about the women's hockey team. They declined to go to the White House because they're too busy. Drew, can you go down to the women's hockey team clip? Yep.
This is why the women's hockey team couldn't come to the State of the Union. They fumbled the bag. They went to party with Flava Flav. Instead of getting treated like queens, getting paraded through the streets of Miami, getting to go out to a nightclub and have everybody cheer for them, they chose this. And don't take my word for it. It's all over the place. The USA women's hockey team declined an invite to the State of the Union to go party with rapper Flavor Flav. It is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Also, do these women say that they don't like Trump because it is well documented that Flava Flav is a serial woman? Yeah. Who had domestic violence charges as recently as 2021. So let us get this straight. You have a problem with the current administration, and I'm sure you have fed all the way into the BS, but you're okay with what he stands for. Yeah. Did I get that right? Okay, well, let me know what you guys think of this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let me know in the comments.
Okay. Here's the problem that I have. And I'm not going to go on some political rant, because what I'd much rather talk about is that now politics has ruined my Olympics. Let's say my Olympics. Has ruined our Olympics. It's now tainted gold medals We've decided because of political beliefs. Guess what? Whoever you don't like in the White House, it's going to change in 4 years. And then however you treat that person in the White House is how you're going to expect your opposition, if it changes, to treat your person in the White House. I'm not a forever diehard Trumper that'll sit there and tell you, man, the guy's perfect. You got to accept him. You got to accept the good with the bad. I don't accept the good with the bad. The bad is bad and the good is good. That's what I accept. The good is good and the bad is bad. And you don't have to have both. But when you don that jersey for America, you have said, I represent this country, and I'm not asking you no, I am actually. I'm asking you to put your political beliefs aside because you have agreed to say, hey, I'm representing my country and I'm going to use the resources of that country to send me to the Olympics. I just don't know why that you would represent your country and then talk bad about it. You missed it, but last week, there were plenty of athletes that wanted to use that platform to talk about the problems in America. I'm just saying now isn't the time to focus on the bad and use a platform. Now is actually a time to unite every now and again. If not the Olympics win, like that's where my frustration is. We can't even unite with the Olympics. Like we've got to stop being divisive. We've got to stop using every opportunity to be divisive. And I was really hoping the Olympics was that chance. It feels like the best chance at coming together as a country and just looking around and being like, we're better than you and we'll prove it because we're awesome. That's what gold medals are about. I mean, I'm maybe oversimplifing it. That's what gold medals are about.
If you get it, then that means that you were the best, yes. But
yeah.
Did anybody look at the reason why they wanted to party with Flavor Flav? Like why him in particular?
No.
Anybody know that?
I don't know why. So let's go back to the men's hockey team and the locker room scandal that they're making it.
That was a scandal.
It is to some people. Some people are really upset about it. Some people, I just showed you that they'll take a fallen teammate's jersey out there to the ice for team pictures. I just showed you they'll take his kids out there. They're just pro-American good guys, right? They're not making a political statement. They're just out there being good guys. If the FBI director wants to come to the after party, they're in the locker room, who are you to tell the FBI director no? When we were in, guess what? I wasn't a big fan of Comey. I just wasn't. If FBI director Comey wanted to come into the team room after a hit to celebrate an American victory, get in here, buddy. You're the FBI director.
They did. The team did not want him there?
So, no. There are people that hate Kash Patel because he's connected to Trump. And they're like, how dare you let Kash Patel into your locker room and you have tainted this victory by letting this MAGA guy, you should have told him no. Who are you to tell the FBI director no? Like you shouldn't. It should be a thing of unity. And because Kash Patel got into the locker room, Kash Patel is the reason they got on a call with Trump. Trump didn't single out the men and be like, hey, I just want to talk to the men. Kash Patel, so it's a little bit of a domino effect, right? Okay. Kash Patel wants to party with the men's team. Now the FBI director is there. Is like, hold on, let me get the big guy on the phone. And they're having a moment. And I'm gonna use that same concept of if it was the other way. So, and they're mad because like, well, we're going to have to invite the ladies too. The guys laugh because you're just in a good mood. You laugh. That video actually gets cut short. There's a couple other guys that go 2 for 2, baby, as in like 2 for 2. Like the men both got it. They're happy about that. In fact, Jack Hughes and his brother Quinn they went to the gold medal game of the female
ladies,
team. Yeah, to root them on. Again, it's really one of the most like not divisive moments. The guys are just, they're happy for the ladies. They're happy to talk to the president of the United States. He makes that comment and they're like, oh, that was really sexist to say, oh, we're going to have to invite the ladies too. And everyone's really upset about that. It's not that I'm here to defend that. I'm just here to look at it through a different lens. If Kash Patel had gone to the ladies' locker room, and if Trump had been on that phone call, and if Trump had said to the ladies, hey, just so you know, let me invite you to the White House, and the guys are going to win the gold medal too, and we're going to have to invite the boys too, nobody cares. Like no one cares like in that aspect. To some degree, what I'm venting about is Trump does plenty wrong to be mad about. But you can't be just mad at everything. You can't find, if you're looking for a reason to be divisive about everything.
Well, you'll find
it. You'll find it.
If that's what you're looking for, you'll find it. Yeah.
And I'm just tired of being divided as a country.
I agree with you. I agree.
They're trying to steal my Olympic joy from me. We haven't brought the Olympic gold medal for hockey home since 1980. How can there be? How are you going to try to taint this?
I agree.
And people are, and I'm just tired of it.
I agree that we are divided.
Yeah,
I do. I think part of the issue, like we talked about earlier, is that we all have our biases, right? We lean in one direction or the other. I think that sometimes when we let that bias
creep in.
Yeah. Thank you. And once we let that bias creep in, it might overshadow any valid point that we're making because that bias is in the forefront. It sucks up the oxygen. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to change someone's mind, someone whose opinion you care about, you might lose them. Any valid point you make might be overshadowed by any obvious bias. You know? So I think the challenge is trying to be objective, meaning that applying the same scrutiny, whether it's praise or criticism, applying it across the board, like we talked about earlier, regardless of who does whatever it is. And I'm not dependent on who the person is, who the person is that's doing it. Because I'm for it. If he does it, I'm against it. If it's against him, that kind of thing.
Right.
And that, I think
So it's a softball question. We're roughly the same age, although you have a lot more gray hairs than I do. But don't focus on that. Don't focus on that.
Is there any hair dye in the room? Do we have any
Brent's
hair?
got enough to share.
I said don't focus on that. Don't.
I'm sorry.
Let me get to my point.
I'm sorry. Didn't Bin Laden have
Bin Laden had dark colored hair. Sorry, Rob. And Rob knows that. But anyway, here's a softball question. Are we, in your lifetime, are we the most divided we've ever been?
I think so.
I don't know how it's close. How did we get here?
I don't know.
When did it start?
I don't know. I don't know.
And that's what's a little bit crazy. I can take against some stabs in the dark, for it, but I don't know. And so some of the problems are this: if you don't know where something started, and you don't know its beginning point, which when there's a beginning point, you can continue to peel that onion back, and you say, okay, if it started here, this is when it started, so we can start digging into why it started. And you have to know the why to get a counter to it.
If we're having something
something
very specific, though, however, so what metric are you using to say that we're divided? In what sense?
I would just
the way that you feel.
Ideologically.
Yeah, start with the Olympics. There's a great one.
It feels that way.
Right. But it doesn't just feel that way. Have you ever seen another Olympics where someone wins the gold medal, has the FBI director in, and people are upset? People are upset that people are going. And this is in sports in general. Like every team that wins currently, because it's the most divided we've ever been. Like with Trump in office, before Trump, and I'm not saying this was the beginning of it. I'm saying this is the worst part of it. But with Trump in office, every national title, every national championship, every NBA winner, NFL winner, all those people go to the White House.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it is a decision. Do we go to the White House or not? And every team that does or doesn't, it's a big story because it's
become
political.
politicized.
Right. And now even our Olympics are political, and it's divided. And so for the most divided we've ever been, the logical question is, how did we get here? When did it start? What was the starting point? But that is a hard question to answer. And so this is what frustrates me even more. If I can't really answer that question, then what is it to make me think it's going to get better? Because I can't really.
I would say maybe on the spot, I cannot answer that question.
Yeah.
But if we were to dive deep into that question specifically and do homework on that,
yeah,
you know what I mean? In time, there might be metrics that you can find. However, off the top of my head, I can't think of any. So I can't speak about that as to the exact point of when it started or exactly why we are this far.
And we can go and we can take the State of the Union address. Over half the Democrats sat out the State of the Union address. I looked for Biden, and I don't mean to make this as it's a to make it political or to pro one and anti the other. I'm just making a statement that of showing a fact that the Democrats aren't even showing up to the State of the Union address, but under Biden, like the Republicans still showed up. But even with that, again, out of transparency, I have a problem with that. And some of you guys may not like this, and that's fine, but I hope some of you, it's why you tune in. If you're going to show up just to heckle the president, I don't care if it's Joe Biden. I don't care if it was Kamala Harris. It's the president. Don't show up to the State of the Union if you're going to yell out from the crowd and disrespect the president. Like, we're on a national stage. Everyone's looking at us. Like, don't do that. So even though the Republicans showed up for Biden, plenty of Republicans yelled out just to harass him. So you don't really get you don't get credit for showing up if you're going to be disrespectful. You know?
Right.
And how did we get here? And is there any hope that it's going to change?
I think it's because it's on social media. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Politics is everywhere. It's in the Olympics now. People are upset because, the Democrats behave that way during the State of the Union. It's everywhere. I think we're the only. So I live in Portugal. There were elections recently. I didn't even know that there were elections.
Yeah,
there were no signs up. In the U.S., we are politicizing, or we were running campaigns so far in advance that everything, and then it comes to how much can I trash my opponent when you're campaigning against each other, and I'm afraid that that's continued. After the campaign is done and the election is done, and then people continue to go down that road, and I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. I don't know. I wish it was not this way.
Yeah, I just am. I'm getting to a point of frustration, and there's some things you can do. Like you can continue to point out how the other side is wrong, how ridiculous the other side is. And to be honest, I'm not saying that's wrong. I mean, like if you truly believe someone's wrong with good debate and outside of name calling, you should be able to have that conversation. But at some point now, I think we're even past that point because no one's listening. So my next step of reason to be like, okay, we're on these opposite sides, and we're going to be on these opposite sides. How do we live together? Like, how do we stop the hate?
I think it takes because politics can be so tribal, especially right now in the United States. A difference of opinion might seem like an attack on a person, as opposed to having an opposing opinion. Nothing personal, It is just I see it differently.
Yeah.
Sometimes some individuals internalize that and say, wait, that's an attack on me because I've been believing that way, and now my feelings are hurt or whatever. And people dig their heels, and they're not trying to listen. They're just waiting for their chance to say something back. I think if we take a moment to not just listen, but actually an honest attempt to look at the topic, the issue, from the other perspective.
Yeah.
Like a good faith attempt. Not I'm pretending, but I'm really gonna,
But
hit you with a
mindset.
got you.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm just waiting for you to shut up so I can tell you my point.
Exactly.
Of view.
If you approach it, I think, in good faith, and you're really trying to get to solve the issue, not necessarily win the argument, to really get to the issue and why we are where we are, instead of trying to win the argument, I think that would change.
You said something that I really agree with, and I think if someone did a study on this, I think it really would show a correlation. You brought up social media. I love social media. I do. It helps me promote my brands. It helps me gather information. It makes me laugh when when I'm in a bad mood. Like social media is great, but it is absolutely been weaponized. And because of algorithms, I think what it's really done, unintentionally, I don't believe this is done intentionally. I just don't. But what it's done is it's allowed people who are on this side and this belief get fed this and fed
Constantly.
and fed. And because they like that and so the algorithm, oh, I know what you like now. And it just riles people up beyond belief on both sides. And I really wonder if, and I hate to say, if that's the problem, it's almost an unsolvable problem because social media, you're not changing it.
It's not
you're
going
not,
away.
It ain't going away.
No.
And that's I really think the correlation with the popularity and the use of social media, I think you could see an equal amount of divide in this country.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you because I can see, and you have a valid point. It's a fact. Once you hit on something that you like, you get more of it.
Right.
And if you want to hear some more of this particular argument, it's going to keep feeding you that, keep reinforcing whatever it is that your belief is. And I think that adds to the divide.
Yeah.
And then it creates anger against the other side because it's not that any one side is an angel or completely evil or anything like that. But
hey, Drew, I want to. We got 500 people watching live right now.
500.
Drew, can you poll the audience?
Okay.
And this is a question. It's just a yes or no question. See how I want to word it right. Just real blatant.
Does Brent use hair dye?
I do. I've said it before. I do. It still wouldn't be as great as yours, but we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. We'll just make it real generic. Can America be saved? If anyone who just heard, the conversation we just had, they know.
Hold on. Let's rephrase that.
Okay.
Because I believe.
Can it be mended? Do you like that better? What do you want?
Can it return to unity?
Can it return to unity without social? Well, social media is always going to be there, but that algorithm.
Okay.
If that algorithm is reversed, or at least, what's the way that I can put it? Where it's not just feeding you what you want to hear.
Right.
Would that have an effect? I think
right
towards unity. I mean,
right off the bat, and we can do more polls. Right off the bat,
Okay.
I just want to know: Can America have unity again in our lifetime?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Don't sway the audience. Sorry, because you're a likable guy. They like you.
Our
they
audience isn't
they
swayed.
hear that.
Okay, audience, guys.
Our audience has already
we
had
are
their
doomed.
answer when they heard
We
it.
are never going to return back.
We have type A audience.
Sorry, it's over.
All right, go through that, and I'll be interested. And what the people say. They have a voice here. And unlike our elections, it is not tainted. Old Dominion has nothing to do with our voting system. we are the purest form of voting.
Wait, Hugo Chavez is here.
So. I'm proud of that. All right, Drew. When you're done, let's return to Super Chats.
Magnum Handout says you need to have Brad Colbert on, legendary recon Marine, the Iceman.
Okay.
He just did a show with Andy and is now open to talking more publicly.
Oh, nice. Especially if he's been on with Andy, then I can get a hold of him. Do you know Brad Colbert?
I don't,
just
but
by
I'll tune in
chance.
for that one.
Okay.
Iceman SCB says, serious question. How many men are leaving the Marine Corps to be a Green Beret after we got rid of STA platoons?
Stay platoon, hogs.
Hogs. Xavier, any thoughts?
I don't know currently, but I did see a lot of Marines transitioning to the Army because, one, you get promoted faster in the Army, and the opportunities to do special operations, at least at that point, because MARSOC was in its infancy when I left, so it wasn't a thing yet.
Okay.
I think it's because, in that sense, you can get promoted faster and you can do the special operations mission, I think, more often.
Okay.
But my information is dated, though.
Yes, still more relevant than theirs.
Okay.
Oh, what is that screen, Drew?
Well, that's what happens when the internet does what the internet wants to do.
Reloading.
Yeah. Reloading. Speaking of the State of the Union and the hockey team, there is something I hope everyone's pretty unified about. Again, not a hockey fan. I'm here to tell you, I'm out of my comfort zone, but I'm trying. I do know this. Our goalie, Connor Hellebeck, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Absolute machine. Like, and I know this enough about hockey and just sports in general. When whoever's getting more shots on goals, it's just math. Like you're probably going to win.
You have more opportunities.
And let me tell you, while I'm watching this, I'm watching the Canadians shoot at our goal a lot more than we're shooting at their goal. Yeah. And it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel like we were going to win because it's just a matter of time for one or two slip in.
They are a hockey powerhouse, though.
Right. And man, that guy to only let one goal after the barrage this dude is, we wouldn't. It's a team sport. I get it. But every now and again, there's a special person on that team. That was our goalie, which they're nicknaming the Secretary of Defense.
I like
and
that's good.
and Trump announced it's not unheard of, but not a lot of sports figures get this. Trump announced he is going to give the goalie the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I thought that was really cool, and I think it was very deserving.
Did the goalie get MVP?
I don't think they do MVP for the Olympics. No, they'll do it for the Stanley Cup and things like that. But yeah, but
it shows you how much I watched the Olympics.
That's fine. It's fine.
That's how much I know about hockey, guys.
But that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Actually,
he deserves it. In fact, there is Trump was always very bombastic in everything he does, but he basically asked the team. He was like, "Hey, if anyone says no, then I'll take that in consideration." But he asked the hockey team. He's like, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing." But everyone has to say yes for me to do this. Just I don't want to ask you guys. Every one of them said yes.
I like that. I like that.
Gotta love those guys.
I like that, and especially when you're peers,
right? And for Jack Hughes to be missing a teeth because of that, he got hit by a high stick. And you've seen the video of him missing a tooth? That happened during the game. He has a chipped tooth.
The thing is, those hockey players they're hard as nails anyways.
Yeah.
I think they go out there, some of them, just to fight and play hockey on the side. You know what I mean?
Well, this dude Jack Hughes, who got the high stick, he's missing teeth, and he's out there. After that, he's the one who scores the overtime game winner. The guy missing teeth from a high stick, and
because he's got a mission to accomplish.
He does. I know. I want to start a campaign that he replaces that tooth with a gold tooth. What would be more? No, don't mock that.
What?
No, I'm serious.
I am too.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
I want him to come back to the NHL, and I'm sure there's a dentist that'll do it for free, and just just replace that thing with a gold tooth.
I think
The White House, the White House dentist.
The what?
I think there was more. There was like 2 teeth or whatever.
Yeah, one's chipped for sure. One's he wasn't completely missing.
Just
any,
a redo
but
of the whole grill, piece.
Yeah, yeah. Show up back to the NHL with a gold grill and be like, yeah, I earned this, and he did. But he was so humble.
He's from Orlando.
So he caught a hockey stick. Straight to the mouth.
Yeah, straight to the mouth. And he went right to the ice for deservingly so for a little bit, then got back up, got back in the game.
Let me score this goal real quick.
There's more to that story. The Jack Hughes story that I started looking into is even more special. He came right out of high school and he goes to the NHL, #1 pick.
Out of high school.
And he's the chosen one, right? Like right out of high school, #1 pick. You're the man. And he finds out like his rookie year in the NHL, he didn't do good. And everyone's expecting all this.
Well, he's with the big boys now,
right? Yeah, but all this pressure on him, and he's like, I'm not having fun. Like these guys are bigger, stronger, faster. This is the NHL. People think that as a high schooler, just because of the #1 pick, I'm gonna come out and change the game.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out this new speed. I'm just trying to keep up. Yeah. And then of course, I think he's 24 now.
New Jersey Devils is where he plays now.
And now years later, he dealt with that adversity and he ends up winning the gold medal for Team USA.
That's pretty
awesome. Everything about the Team USA hockey team.
That's a cool story.
It's just a cool story.
I hope they make a movie out of that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was
Miracle on Ice 2.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
We're taking credit for that one too. The Medal of Honor winner and Miracle on Ice 2.
Can I play one of the hockey players?
Yes.
Well, you have to. You
I can
have
blend
to these
in.
days. You have to.
I can blend in.
They're going. In fact, they will more than likely they'll pitch you the Jack Hughes role
because of my grow pieces.
But the kicker is they're going to make him a gay black man. You're also going to have to be gay if Disney does the movie. Think about it. Don't say no yet. You don't know the contract.
No,
you don't know what they're going to offer you.
Say yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I was going to say yes. Gives me an opportunity.
All right, Dwazi, he says, did anyone make X say, I know who I am? I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. Tier 1. That's it. That's what that is. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
That's another dude.
Oh, wow.
Tier 1 Piss Bottles sponsor the Florida Man Games next year.
What? Piss Bottle? Do something like that.
That's funny.
Buddy.
That's funny. That's funny.
Right Wing Nut says Brent 77 grain MK2 Mod 1 or Hornady Tap 75 grain SBR from an 11.5 barrel.
Oh, what are you doing with it?
77. Well, yeah.
What are you doing?
If
with
I had
it?
to choose, just based on that information, nothing else.
Yeah. I think I have enough because you told me which one.
Yeah.
And so, and they're both within the same realm. Yeah, I'm probably going 77 grain.
Yeah.
It's a good one. But they're both excellent options. You wouldn't be upset by either one. But I'm going 77 grain.
No, the only reason I'm not keen on 11.5 is because, so if I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I'm looking at something called full spectrum rifle, and 11.5, I would want like 14.5 or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. The problem with the 77 grain and 11.5 is if you're going to go 77 grain, give it a little more barrel length to take advantage of that added velocity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hard Stuck back in says last comment was supposed to be a joke. All right, so a JFK joke. That's that was the can you shoot 3 times in 5.2 seconds? I think on a moving target.
Oh,
all right. He says I appreciate the tactics lesson though.
I get it.
Was Oswald tracking or ambushing?
I get it.
Man,
I get it.
I feel bad for missing that one. That's
thank you for the clarification.
That was a hard one.
Thanks for verifying that.
Yeah, but thank you for verifying.
Was he tracking? If he hit it 3 times, I'd say he was tracking.
Oh yeah, but that people aren't going to hear this. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. He wasn't moving very fast. He was close. It wasn't a very far shot. If I remember right, it was
very close.
50 meters.
Not far.
It wasn't even a true left to right. It was a little bit more of a 45. So even though, I mean, he's going slow enough for the Secret Service to power walk or jog beside. And only one of those shots really hit the target.
Okay.
One was a miss, and one was a graze, if I remember right. Yeah. So if you're going back to those metrics, that's actually really easily done.
Because you have to take into account the weapon system he had.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard of a shot. It just wasn't. But
the one that hit was mind blowing.
Nope. Josh, there's a reason you don't get a microphone.
Oh man!
Because that one hit was mind blowing.
Oh,
did I say that low enough?
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, you said they didn't hear it, Brent.
I did not hear it, but that was good.
Kane Korsov says they saw. I'm sorry. They say there aren't any atheists in foxholes. Are there many atheists in Delta? Do you think you saw more men find a faith in God or lose it over the course of the war?
I don't think there are atheists.
That's a tough question. I'm sure there's an atheist, but you know what? He wouldn't be very welcomed in the team room. And don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that the Delta Force is full of Bible thumpers.
Right.
But that's an outlier to be like.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I had a lot of buddies in other squadrons.
Yeah.
And we did talk about religion sometimes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as big a deal for some as it was for others.
Yeah,
but to the point that they would oust someone or not get along or not last very long simply because they did not believe.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing I'm upset about is that I wish you'd have told me at the time you had friends in other squadrons. I'd have stopped that.
Why? Do you have an answer?
No, just because I like giving you a hard time.
Because you're like, are you friends with X? No, you can't have that. He belongs to us. Only us.
Just because I'm always looking for a reason to give you a hard time.
Well, even J-Team was upset when I went with you guys.
On the on which one?
The ski.
I thought the ski trip. Yeah. Oh no, sir. We did not go on a ski trip. What did we go on?
Cold weather training.
Cold weather downhill mobility training.
Correct.
Because a snowboarding trip would just be, that you'd have to question a snowboarding trip. But downhill cold weather mobility training, that's what we did.
Yes. And I didn't do it very gracefully.
That was a great trip.
Not a lot of skiing in DR. No.
Man, I'm so glad you're able to go on that trip. We had a good time on that trip. Just good wholesome fun.
Yeah, but our buddies on J-Team, it felt like I cheated on them.
Yeah,
that was the sentiment that I got once I returned.
All right, now we got to tell some stories real quick. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was like some college's spring break going on at the same time.
Yes.
Do you remember the beer pong?
Yes, I do.
That we got involved with.
Yes, I do.
Who I know were you with me on the played with me?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Talking mad trash. And they kind of started it, but I was more than happy to keep it going.
Yes.
And it got a little dicey, but they were good sports.
They were.
Yeah.
Wasn't
well, when
much
you
that
got
they were
Charlie,
gonna do.
oh no, he's out. When you got Charlie Ross behind you, and no one's getting too lippy with you. No. He was a large man.
No, bring out the gimp. No.
All right, what else we got?
Interesting. X in the regular chats. There's someone named Monica Adkins. She says that her husband, was a friend of yours in the Green Beret days.
That is correct. Chris Adkins, really good friend of mine.
Monica's in the chats.
Monica, how you doing?
There it is.
It's good to see her out there. Yeah.
Let's see. We've got Would Delta have found or caught DB Cooper?
If we jumped out of the plane with him,
That's
maybe.
right. Yeah, do I get a parachute with them? Absolutely. If they were on the plane, he'd have never got away with that.
But I don't know about investigative services from the.
Yeah, that would. But I don't. Back then it's a little bit different because the way we track people changed. But I do know like tracking people, like footsteps and like your traditional trackers was something we did a lot back in the day. And if I believe if you'd have got us on the case soon enough, especially with our expertise in skydiving and winds and knowing where he left the plane, where he could have been, they're the best problem solvers on the planet. I believe if anyone could have done it, it would have been them.
I think it would. Was there a starting point? Would there have been a starting point for the search? Because I don't know much. I know that he disappeared, but I don't know if there would have been a starting point on the ground.
Right. I mean, it would have been a starting area because it would have depended on the winds that day, of course, the altitude.
Okay.
If the best possible guess we can have of when he jumped out, and we would have known the tracking of the airplane. So we'd have known, okay, he jumped out while the airplane was here. But there's so many variables on that. That doesn't mean we know when he pulled.
I would not even. I don't think we would. I don't know. I don't have the skills.
It'd be a tall order. It'd be a tall order.
I don't know how that would happen.
All right. How arms? All right, brother. It says, always a great Thursday night. Ready to see you guys in a few weeks. We've heard those promises before.
Are they empty promises?
We're looking forward to it.
He got the go to come on Thursday.
Cool. Welder Faber says, finally you have a Brit on the live.
That's
Lord
right.
David.
50 pounds.
Question I heard, the 22 SAS used to walk onto U.S. bases in the GWAT, and it drove the U.S. crazy, caused a big deal. They said they were just training and also using it to test base defenses, but also was very polite.
I don't know if they red celled our bases. I've never heard of that, but it doesn't mean I know everything.
That's news to me as well.
Going on. In fact, but that'd be a really. All right, I'm just gonna use logic on this. I'm gonna say no to that because our base security wasn't geared towards British people coming on our base. You know what I mean? Like they weren't the enemy. So if so, that'd have been a horrible red cell concept. What would have been a much better one was can a local get on the base?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't. That doesn't make much sense to me either.
Real quick, Drew. I want to take a quick break from there. I want to talk about this email that I got, and it has to do with threat assessments and special agents. So I have an Intermediate Threat Assessment Bureau, ITAB. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Classification is supposed to be secret, eyes only, but we're going to send it. So. To the Office of Oversight, Archivist Division from Special Agent Jen Lendof, Field Operations. Subject, dossier, Xavier.
Hold up.
What's that? What?
Read that sentence again.
we don't have time to read things twice. Okay. We don't have time to read things twice.
All right, proceed.
I tried to sneak that by you. Subject, dossier, Xavier X Lendof.
Xavier.
Multiverse operations. In compliance with FOIA case number ITAB 2026-1203, the following declassifying mission log complies. Subject Xavier X Lendof, known operation across multiple gaming realities. Certain sensitive identities have been redacted per ITAB Directive 49. Section 1, Medieval Theater Deployment, Koopa Kingdom. Operation
Koopa.
Operator X inserted into a feudal environment within the Koopa Kingdom under ceremonial cover, leveraging his reputation as a low-visibility professional, unlikely to draw attention from court officials or aggressive reptilian warlords. Mission objective, recover high-value royal individual, codename Peach. Following hostile abduction from fire-capable reptilian combat, codename Bowser. Operational summary, operator successfully neutralized the threat environment through disciplined application of quiet competence. Attribution for victory was intentionally redirected towards a contracted civil asset, codename Mario, allowing Operator X to disengage without spectacle or mushroom-based compensation. Outcome, mission successful. Collateral effects, acute exposure to chainmail ventilation deficiencies, subject to reported 0% moisture wicking capability in the 11th century. Sword, mass to mobility miscalculation, permanent archival imagery depicting controlled tactical bewilderment and visible PTSD. Subject's facial expression suggested 400% crease in what the F am I doing with my life? Variables at the moment of shutter engagement.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You've never engaged in these activities?
I played a lot of Mario.
You played a lot of Mario.
So you admit it.
I do. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged.
You just a little surprised it's been declassified this quick?
This is the kind of shit that she does to make sure that I don't get too big for my britches.
Is this true? Can you confirm or deny Section 2, Jungle Warfare and Logistics in the Contra Theater? Operator embedded within a lateral mobility engagement environment characterized by continuous hostile contact and unrealistic ammunition sustainability.
Yes.
Mission objective, advance through terrain and preserve forward momentum regardless of physics compliance. Operational summary, subject utilize an unauthorized extended life protocol. Intercepted signals indicate a manual input sequence up, down, left, right, BA start to exploit granted by the operator a 3,000% increase in personal redundancy.
Contra?
That's how you beat the game, man.
That's Contra.
That's how you play.
Contra.
That's how you play, bro.
Yeah.
She's exposing all my secrets.
Collateral effects reinforce beliefs that jumping into a somersault is an effective way to dodge bullets.
Left and right.
Pathological need to collect flying S symbols for weapon upgrades.
Spreaders, man.
Supply drops.
You know, she was asking me weird questions before I came over, wanting to reminisce about my video game days.
Why does she know this much about him?
It goes on. Some of it, well, we'll just call for my enjoyment, but it goes on into Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Yes, sir.
In the same way.
Classics.
It goes into Halo and Call of Duty in the same way, in that same form. It was hilarious to read.
That's my partner, man. She's my woman. She's my partner in crime. She's
you still play video games?
I do.
What do you play?
Well, right now I have my daughter's PlayStation 4 because my favorite system used to be Super Nintendo, and that's where, and regular Nintendo.
Gosh, you're old.
All right, you haven't. Oh, last thing. Analysts note open source indicators suggest Operator X continues limited participation in recreational simulation environments. Inquiry recommended for current platform activity PS5 versus PC to support report building dialogue and evidence-based Wikipedia Reddit updates. Are you looking to get into the PS5 game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, she knows me better than anybody else. Mm-hmm. And that's, I love you, babe.
That's love.
Yeah. Yeah. She knows me better than anybody, man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her anyways.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I get that. All right. Well, let's stop talking to this nerd about video games.
Well
I was actually talking to Drew. And you too, X.
I loved him, man. I did.
Let's see. Your buddy Chris Adkins is in here saying, "Did you ever make the hype video like Janice Court in The Substitute?"
No, I didn't.
Don't know what that means.
Didn't.
People really wanted me to ask it. There it is.
All right.
All right, Darren.
Chris, what's up, man?
Is back in. Bo, thank you for the love, man, from the great state of Texas. He says, as a Florida boy, lake snake, did the Texan outdrive you at Normandy Pool?
Outdive me.
Oh, outdive you. I'm sorry.
Yes. Let me tell you. Bo's so ridiculous. So we go to Normandy Pool out there on Fort Bragg on our weekends when we're in the Echo course. And I don't know why Bo has this ability to, as a larger man, and he's guys in the Q course, the guy was still probably like 220. He's just a large man. Just corn-fed Texan big boy. And there is a diving board, like a springy. You know the difference, like the ultra springy diving boards, and he can get in that, and he can do inverted flips, and he can do like double flips and a twist.
Can he do the triple Lindy?
Yeah, Bo could. It's he could also do what he called the salmon.
Salmon.
which is where you just dive off the diving board
and he's just
and do this like a salmon.
Yes,
going
all the way.
That was always going upstream. That was always a crowd favorite. Yes, Bo absolutely outdove me because I was like, I grew up with a pool and a diving board. I can do a few flips, and I was like, oh, I got this.
You tried it?
I actually did try to match him, and you know how it is when you're trying to do something you're not capable of doing on the diving board. It's not like you just barely miss it. You could do that, or you could try too hard where you just completely fall apart midair and you backflop. That was what I did.
You were the latter.
I was the latter.
Yes.
I was the latter.
I could see it. Did you land flat?
Oh, it was embarrassing.
How many people were there? A lot of people there?
All the people were there.
Just pretty girls.
All the people were there. Oh gosh, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
You didn't have the weight to get the right spring.
Yeah, it's also unfair. Yeah, he was a larger man than me, and so he had a lot more air time than me. He had more time to do things.
He was a higher caliber.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for bringing that up, Bo.
Welder Faber says, your boy James McGregor released a new song, Cag Daddy, dedicated to you. Could be an outro.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I did not know that. Drew's,
James McGregor, is that guy that we talked about last night?
Yeah, who did the patriotic country song.
All right, if I get a break, I'll try to find that one. James McGregor, Cag Daddy.
Thank you, Welder Faber. Another Patreon member. Holy Fukin for $10. Guys, did you guys ever run the kill house with old MP5s and the big mag lights mounted on top with the old respirators like the 22 SAS did in the 70s, 80s, just to feel what it was like back in the day? Did you ever clear house with an MP5? It was in the inventory.
No. Not even in the Marine Corps. No.
Okay.
They had MP5s.
Yeah.
When I was in Force Recon Marine, but no, I never, especially not with the old school gas masks.
I won't say what course I was in, but let's just say I was in a course that was very stressful, and a lot was riding on me successfully graduating this course. More stressful than any course I've ever been through.
Okay.
And in this course, we had both of like a foreign weapons day and like an alternate weapons day. And there was a time later where we had to pick up MP5s for a run, and everything's graded. And I'm like, fix that, please. And then everything's like, oh no, don't do this to me.
Yeah.
So I got a run with an MP5 on a graded run when everything mattered. You want to talk about sweating bullets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Succeeded.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. What?
The only thing close to that I've done with the gas mask, anyways, is I have cleared a pitcher with the gas mask.
What have you done?
So those old school gas masks. Where the filter is here.
Right. Yeah.
Remove the filter and put it in a pitcher of beer and suck until the beer comes up, and then just drink.
Where'd you do that at? I have a guess.
It was with Australians.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was a foreign unit. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Australian rugby team, actually.
Oh, really? All right.
They showed me something.
All right, we got the Cag Daddy video ready to go.
Sure.
Oh,
let's see what we got.
Ready to see what we got.
Okay.
It's F-A-F-O. You wish you didn't know what happens when they lace up them boots. It's F-O-double-D, the unit bringing the heat. You should think again before you get the truth. No place to run, nowhere to hide when Tier 1 comes for you. It's nightfall, incoming call. The writing is on the wall. You don't mess with red, white, and blue. Your time's up, it's lights out. Wheels up and inbound. Double tap, center mass, you're through. C-A-G, Daddy came for you.
Played Mr. McGregor.
That was pretty good. That was pretty
nice, good. James. Well done.
I like
well done. Mind.
All right. Thank you, Welder Faber, for letting us know about that one.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Let's see. AOI Cal says, why does the IC pull SOF operators to use for certain missions and use their own operators for others? Do unit guys leave to try out for intel units?
It's a really hard question to answer. So why does the intel community pull software operators to use for certain missions? Well, because in general, the intel community is just that. Everyone, how do I explain it? We're as good as we are because we have lanes, and you're expected to be the best in that lane. And so there is a little bit of bleed over with certain units and certain capabilities. But for the most part, the intel community's job is to collect intel. And our intel community is the best in the world at doing it. They have the most resources. We pick the best people. We have the smartest people, and they do their job. And they do it at a high level. Now, what our politicians decide to do with that information sometimes is where we falter. But our IC community are great people that do an amazing job, and so that's how it should go. They should pull the information, and then they should pass it over to the Finnish force, and that's how everything works. Do unit guys leave to try out for intel units? That's a broad question. Generally speaking, let's say you're doing intel at the unit or anywhere. By the time you get out of the military in your 40s or mid 40s, and the intel, and now you have to go to the intel communities in your mid 40s to start a whole new career, and that just really isn't how it works. Like, you can plug and play as a civilian, and there's certain things that'll transfer over, and some people can do that in different capacities. But generally speaking, there's really no need to, because they have guys that have been doing this for their 20 years and their whole career. So it's not I'm not saying it never happens. It's just not a norm. We're not a feeding ground for a second career to go do in the intel community. again, these are broad strokes, and that's generally true. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I never saw, not in my experience, but again, I didn't know anybody and everybody in there. So if it did happen, I don't know about it.
Yep.
What makes for a great troop commander in both your opinions? What do you personally look for and why? Same question for leaders in general.
That's a good question. X, what do you got for that?
You talked about it in the recording.
Yeah. So for me, it's boiled down to a person that can be the buffer between the bullshit that's coming from above and allowing you to do your job, to provide you everything that you need to accomplish your mission, be empowering on that, and then be as much of an umbrella so the exterior doesn't affect you and your preparation as much. I think for me, someone that is able to manage that is important, because it allows you to do your job, as well as that individual being, fair and level-headed as well.
Yeah. I'll add one more thing to that. Everything you just said, absolutely true. And the second thing is, and again, we kind of talked about it in the recording, even the troop commander, in the day, the officer is overall in charge. Like he is. So his job is to believe in his NCOs and believe in the teams underneath them. And when they ask for something, training-wise, equipment-wise, whatever it is they ask for or need, is for you to say yes to as many things and find a way to that yes, rather than to take the easy no. Because it's always just so much easier to say no.
And sometimes yes. And it might require a justification or something like that. But once you can articulate like why you want something.
That's right.
They should facilitate that and allow you to go train and do your job, and then try to minimize any other nonsense that might come your way that might get into the way, in the way of your preparation.
Yep, absolutely. What else we got?
We got Hoskier says, Brent, you should try to get Greg Gravy Coker on the show. 160th Little Bird gunship pilot from the great state of Texas. Thanks for everything you and X have done for this country.
I'm glad I said the great state of Texas, because I said just the great state. I'd assumed Florida.
Yeah. Would have been confusing.
But, would have been confusing, but he leave me to that. Okay.
B. Jordan says, funniest story you guys have on target.
On target. There's just so many. Well, do you have a favorite or just a funny story?
Not necessarily funny.
On target. I mean, funny things happen on target, but
nothing interesting enough.
Yeah, I have to think off the top of my head. One of my favorite on target stories. Gosh, there's a lot to choose from. Actually, comes from my SF days. Me and a buddy of mine made it up to a cupola. We were going to finish clearing the top of the roof, and I remember he was in front of me. He goes left, I go right. I get to my corner, I collapse down, and he's nowhere to be seen. And I was like, where'd he go? I guess he was in a hurry and collapsed the sector and then ran back down the cupola. Is what I'm guessing, because they ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And then I thought I knew who it was in front of me. I wasn't sure. And then and we were going back to the helos, and one of our guys was kind of limping back to the helo. And I was like, hey, you okay? He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, okay, all right. And then eventually I got it out of him, and he was like, man, he's like, don't tell anyone, but I was the one man going up to clear the rooftop. The cupola was like offset to the left. So as soon as he came out, he chose to go left. You can go left or right. But under nods, you can't really see underneath you. And he walked right off the roof.
Oh, no. Oh.
So the guy was like, oh, he must have ran down.
In full kit and everything? Oh, yeah. Man.
No, he walked right off the roof.
Ooh, my back hurts just listening to that.
I laughed so hard. So hard at that. He's like, Brent, don't tell anyone. I'm like, you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot.
Speaking of, so that reminds me of one under Nods. I was the senior Bravo. I was in Iraq with SF this time, not with Recon. And we had just, with 219, we had just conducted a night raid on an objective, right? And we were exfilling. And I was going to lead the stack to the aircraft. And we're ready to go. Everything inside is done, and we're moving back outside. And I'm under Nods, and I'm going. And I didn't see this ditch. It didn't look as deep. Right.
Yeah.
So I go, and I step, and I fall into it.
Yeah.
And I am covered from here in the ditch. My rifle is here. The problem is that was the sewer.
Oh,
ditch.
no.
And I was like, somebody please take this from me. You know what I mean? And help me up. And then in the aircraft, it was everybody else and me. I'm sitting there like on timeout, man.
Yeah, you have to smell like that the whole mission.
Freezing because
of course.
I'm sitting in the back.
Hey,
I'm wet from
And you're kind of lucky it was cold, because had it been warm, it actually would have been even worse. Not that there's anything a lot better or good about that situation.
Yeah. That's probably the worst one I've ever had.
Yeah.
Chart Surging says, how are you finding life in Portugal, Xavier?
I love it. It's clean, it's safe, it's affordable. The wine is delicious. The food is fantastic. Everybody's friendly. There's no crime. You know what I mean?
Do you have any near or long-term plans of coming back?
Right now, I want to get the reason we're there. One, we enjoy it. You know what I mean? I can live off of my retirement.
Yep.
And still pay all my bills and just be. So everything that I do with Greystone and training is just extra.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Heck yeah.
And it's a huge stress relief to be able to sit there and do that.
Yeah.
We do intend on doing something back here in the States.
Okay.
For sure. But for the time being, I want to get citizenship because I want to have access to the EU as well.
Okay.
I want to travel freely in the EU as I do here in the States.
Okay.
And for my kids as well, because they're really enjoying it over there. So I love it.
Heck yeah, makes sense.
So Alex, are you legal over there?
I'm a resident right now, yes.
Legal over there.
So you're legal over there. Are you legal here?
Yes, I am.
You're legal in both. Wow. Good
I'm
on
a
you for
citizen
being
here.
legal.
I'm a citizen here, and I'm a resident over there.
What are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I do have questions about that now.
Yeah.
Because, obviously I've been to Europe a lot, but both with work and sometimes with for pleasure. But it's always very short term, right? So whatever it is, you need a visa. Visa's usually only good for, and it depends on the country, make it up 30 days. What's the requirement when you're like, hey, and we'll take Portugal specifically for an example. I'm a citizen of America, but I want to stay longer than a normal visa. Like, what's the process of that? Do you have a time limit? Do you have to re-up every now and again?
Yes.
What's the paperwork for that?
So Jen handled the bulk of that paperwork.
So you
have
don't
to submit your finances. No, I don't. But you do have to submit finances. You have to have a certain amount of passive income. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Passive income to be able to support yourself, so you are not.
So you're not a draw on their society.
Exactly. You're not a draw on their system. So we have passive income. We get private insurance. We pay our rent and everything like that, and everything that our passive income is now going into their economy because we're paying rent, buying groceries, doing all that stuff. Yeah.
What a great idea.
But don't you have to come back here and then go back over there?
No.
You don't have to?
No. We just renewed it.
Yeah.
What about gun laws over there?
They, so as long as you have a hunting license, which I got my hunting license. It's all in Portuguese.
Okay.
Take the exam, and then you get a carry permit, which is easy to get once you have your hunting license.
Okay.
Then you can have weapons. Yeah. To go hunting.
So there's no restrictions over there as far as like magazine or anything like that?
There are magazine type restrictions, no automatic weapons, that kind of stuff. But semi-automatic, like an assault rifle.
And they have gun stores there?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Why you want to get?
Yeah, Magnet, you want to open one up there?
Trying to get Lion Arms,
Let's
Portugal.
The gun culture there is.
You want to open up a gun store over there?
Lion Arms, Portugal.
All right, we tried.
The Lion Arms Portugal branch.
Yeah, all right.
Love it.
You'd have customers though.
But you know what? What a novel idea. I'd like to think that we are the best, and we're best at a lot of things. But that type of system, if we adopted that, that's a better system than ours. But and no one calls Portugal racist for for doing that.
System. That's the way our particular.
That's the way it should be.
Have
I'm not mad at that at all.
And you probably don't have the ATF over there.
Yeah, it works for us.
What else we got?
Groff says, what do you personally think about female 11 Bravos and the girls that have made it to SF? Do you think a female can make it through the long walk, and would she be accepted on a team?
That's a good question.
For
Staying
me,
consistent here, X, what do you got?
So for me, as long as so if someone meets or exceeds the standard, whatever that standard is, I don't care. Male or female. For me, I do not care. As long as that person meets or exceeds the standards. As far as being accepted, that would have to be like on a case-by-case basis, depending on the individuals, if they would accept it. I don't have an issue with it.
And we're going to show people exactly how it's done to disagree respectfully. I don't have a problem with that opinion. I don't. That is your opinion. And you see how I didn't call him a name or ask him to leave my podcast.
I'm still offended.
I know. Don't you dare. Don't you start with me. And that's part of it. And then, of course, like that's a part. And usually when we disagree, you'll find there's a lot of things we agree on. Yeah. And if they meet the standard, as long as standards are not lowered to allow
the same standard,
right? The same standard. And I think that's what most people are initially upset about. That not just the rumors, but the absolute positive it happened where we lowered standards to pave the way for girls. And I hate this part of it. They did that, and it's not conspiracy theory. They did that in preparation for girls, and then girls came through and then met this new standard. And it goes back to good intention, bad execution.
Okay.
And what you did by that is now when girls met these new standards and they're automatically questioned. Maybe those same girls would have met the old standards. We'll never know.
Okay.
Because you lowered the standards. And so you did them no justice by trying to help them, if you will. Didn't help them at all by giving the ammunition that they're already looking for. But regardless if they didn't, my problem isn't just that they can make it. It's more of the social dynamic. Teams have to be, and you're a team sergeant. You know this better than anyone else. The team dynamic has to be strong, and it has to weather multiple countries for long periods of time.
Agreed.
And this is where it's my opinion, and that's why I don't get adamant about it. My opinion is when you put a girl in a team full of guys. Yeah, you're laughing already because you know where I'm going with this.
Yes, but you don't even have to go there.
And it's not, and in a weird way, again, that's not necessarily the girl's fault either. But let's live in reality. Let's live in reality. And then of course when we go into this other thing is we have our American. Let's take SF specifically because we have to live in other people's cultures. We have to respect their culture, or else they won't respect us. So we're very culturally sensitive. We can't put our American standards on these other countries that have standards that don't respect women. It's going to affect the team that we sent if they have a female. What do you think about that perspective of it?
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I agree on the sense that in a place like Afghanistan, a female is not going to lead the conversation in a key leader engagement. It's not going to happen. Culturally, they will not accept that. Doesn't matter how much you want to, fix the situation for them to do that. They won't. So in that particular case, no, it will not work.
Yeah.
As far as having females with guys on deployment, history says that every time something happens.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. Not every time. I take that back. Not every time. But that I concede that can be an issue. Yes, it is, because it has, and I've seen it on multiple deployments. Whenever there's a female involved, there's usually dudes trying to get friendly.
Look, fellas, if we have a female that can meet and exceed Delta Force standards above the men that are trying out for Delta, we've got a bigger problem than a woman in Delta Force.
We have a problem with our standards. And
we're our men.
Right. Yeah,
or the men that are trying and can't do it.
Yeah.
And they got beat by a girl.
But you'll never have that problem with the Delta Force, because the Delta Force will not change its standards. It hasn't in 40 plus years, and ain't going to the next 40 years. And that's what I love about the unit. They're not changing their standards.
I think the process that the unit has works.
Yeah.
I think it works.
Yeah. Is this a second chance? Do I think a female can make it through the long walk and would be accepted on teams? Let's take that for a second. And it's just because of the physical and biological makeup of females. Again, if it was just the long walk, if we're like, there's kind of two terms of the long walk, I think they could do just the long walk. I don't think their bodies could make it through the whole selection process. Is there one absolute physical freak out there that could do it? Maybe. I definitely wouldn't say there's 0% chance of it happening. Maybe.
I don't think there's a 0% chance either.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of physical studs, females, that if given the opportunity, I think some of them would. They're more physical than you and I are.
Right.
I've seen some of these ladies.
Right.
And
but because we don't do rucksacks based off body weight percentages.
No, it's dry.
Right. That's going to be part of the problem. A really fit female, I'm going to make up these numbers, but they're not going to be that far off. It's going to be 120 pounds. Give her 130. That's a stout female. And you put 80 pounds, 70 pounds on 120 pounds. Now it's more than just they're usually their studs, and they're studs within the CrossFit Games. And the CrossFit Games has just absolutely difficult things that would probably crush me that if I didn't train for it. But they're based off they're within a body weight exercise or a percentage of their body weight. I think the problem they're going to have is that the rucksacks don't change to body weight, so they're going to have a problem with the extended load that doesn't change to their lighter weight, and it will slowly. I believe it will slowly crush them.
I mean, it would slowly crush just
it
about
slowly
anybody.
Crushed me.
But that's what I'm exactly.
I was 200 pounds going through.
I got you.
That's 80 pounds is a lot. Like if you were 120 to 130 pounds, would you have made it through selection?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a valid answer. Love your honesty.
Because there's I think there are guys that were lighter than you and I, smaller, that have made it. The thing is, as long as the standard is not lowered in any way, not altered in any way, if they can, let them try. And if they can, then we'll know for sure.
Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Yeah?
She's a monster.
Is she?
She does shot put. She's a monster. She crush it.
Yeah.
She is.
That's what I'm saying. Like without lowering the standards, if you
and look at him as
hold
an
on,
athlete.
hold on.
Only way to know
that's a good example. But the problem is with females. Actually, is the same problem with men. So she's a shot putter. She might be 150, 160 pounds. Stout for a woman.
Pull her up.
Stout for a woman. So now let's translate that over to men, right? Like 240 pounds. That's
a lot.
That's right.
A lot of weight.
240. Yeah, we had some big guys in our selection, and they weren't standing at the end. The problem is, if females start wading into that weight class, they're now built for power, and they're not built for endurance. So that, and actually, kind of thank you for bringing up like that version. Well, what I'm saying is, I know, but it doesn't matter mentally.
Mentality comes into a lot of play, though.
You
I mean, I didn't do it.
Right.
You guys did it.
It does, and you're right.
It does.
You're right.
You have
It does.
drive.
That has to play a role.
Yeah, it does.
But the thing is, like,
but when your body breaks down, you can't outwill yourself through. You can push your body to extremes.
But until a group of them try, we're just guessing right now.
Right.
Because we can't, we can't make a sweeping. I try not to make an entire, because I don't know every single female that would want to try.
You don't have to. I'll make it for you.
Okay. That's usually how it works. If I'm hesitant, Brent is, and we're good.
But you know what I love about that? Like that's the yin and yang of a good relationship, of a good friendship, of good teammates. That's the yin and yang.
It's like, Brent, I don't know. Well, that solves it.
And sometimes I was completely right. No, in my mind, I'm completely right.
I believe in what I'm doing.
Yeah. X, send it. My bad. Okay, I really thought
left
I was right.
0.8. Way off. We were way off.
Yeah, I've been wrong with so much confidence before.
There's no win, Brent. Left 0.8. Okay, it's 200 meters, Brent. Left 0.8.
What else we got, Drew?
All right, man, it's getting late. It's 11 o'clock, after 11, so let's super chats, just let you know.
Jeez. All right.
Shut it down.
All right.
We've got B. Jorn says, have you guys trained LE SWAT? Teams that really impressed you CQB-wise on CQB, can any of them hang with some better white soft teams?
I haven't
done
worked,
a lot of...
not with SWAT.
Yeah.
Not with SWAT, just with their snipers.
That's a really good question. I don't know any other way to be but honest. It is far and few between that I see a SWAT team that I believe could hang with white side soft.
I think a lot of that goes with, I can see why you say that.
Right.
Because I think time on equipment or time on the training event makes a huge difference.
Right. And exactly. And if they got the same amount of time that white and same amount of time and resources that white side soft got, they have the talent to do that. Yeah. The problem with law enforcement is this, and there's really no way around it. Most SWAT teams are so operational that they don't have time to train. So they're not like us on SWAT. They're not like us in combat and white side soft
rotations or something.
They don't have rotations, so they fit in training when they can, and they're really good at trying to make that happen.
They're on the criminals timeline, right?
That's right. Yeah. So it's no fault of their own. It's just part of the system that they're in. But I thoroughly enjoyed going to train SWAT teams.
I'm sure, man.
Such good dudes. Such good dudes that they don't complain about it. Well, of sorts they do. We talked about that in the recorded episode. Good guys complain about everything.
Yeah, you have to.
They're not happy.
That's how you know they're happy. Exactly.
But they're not. They're not like, give us more training or we quit. They complain about it, but they make it happen with what they got, and they still go out and they do the job within these parameters. And I have so much respect for SWAT teams.
I agree.
Let's see. We got it's from the Third Coast Cowboy. It's a long shot, but Xavier, would you go over your target acquisition drill?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
that was also a request. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's a different name. That was a request on Patreon. One of our Patreon members, Sean, requested that as well.
So it's a drill that I created. The first time I saw anything like this was going through the urban sniper course as a Marine, and you start to drill with. At that time, it was first cold bore shot at 100 meters, and then 5 rapid shots, and then we did like color dots and different events. Fast forward to when I was in ISTC, Norwegian sniper, good guy named Alex. He is very knowledgeable. He had a cold bore drill, I think he called it, or something like that. Same idea, first shot, you do some physical activity, get your heart rate up, do some more shots. I came up with the target acquisition drill. Same idea, 100 meters, 18 rounds. But I wanted to implement tripod shooting, running up to the target and doing, and then quickly setting up the tripod and shooting like that. Because given the opportunity, yes, we'd like to be in the prone. However, I didn't get into the prone that often.
Yeah.
Overseas.
Right.
It was on a ledge, a rooftop, something like that.
Right.
So they need to be able to, I felt, they needed to be able to get into these awkward positions quickly and engage targets efficiently. And by efficiently, I mean around here is more efficient than around here,
right.
or a shot on the shoulder.
Right.
So get into a good shooting position quickly, efficiently, engage the targets using a tripod, not the position that we're normally used to, which is laying in the prone. And that's the reason why I came up with it. And it's shooting 1 round on the countdown, immediate follow-up within 5 seconds. And then we have running from about 25 meters back, running up to the position, setting up a tripod, and then shooting 4 targets within a set time limit. Then you staying eyes on the targets. And then at a random time, I will call out 2 targets of opportunity, and you engage those 2.
Okay.
And then finally, it's 2 shots from a tripod and 4 different targets, 18 rounds total.
Yeah.
But it's a good check.
Yeah.
Of how comfortable you are with your weapon system and in those awkward shooting positions.
I love that you do that. And you incorporate a quickly deployed tripod.
Yep.
So let me tell you a story.
No.
It's not a cool story.
No,
unfortunately.
Okay. It's even funnier then.
We're getting ready for a real world mission. I've been doing long gun work for a decent part of my career. I was a sniper on an ODA. I knew what I was doing behind a long gun. You can go to any known distance range, unknown distance range, snaps, movers. I thought I knew my job. And then this particular night, I was asked to come off of a helo as fast as possible with a tripod, knowing that there was an assault team right behind me, and under night vision, tripod, when I got off that helicopter, it was all not just, well, I would say it's not just self-induced stress, but it's more than that. The guys going to target expect me to cover them and cover them at a moment's notice at the speed of real life.
Yes.
And I was messing with my gear and I couldn't get behind it the way I wanted to. I was super uncomfortable. The charge went off when I finally got into position, like I can take a shot. And I felt like an absolute turd. So glad we do rehearsals, because had that been, and we talked about the stress of a tier 1 unit. Like, you're expected to deploy anytime and be the best. And I was like, thankfully they don't know that, because they don't know what I know. I have failed them, and it rocked my world.
But didn't happen again though, did it?
No, never happened again. No, I went back, got people that were smarter than me, more experienced with me, which is never hard. And I was like,
don't sell yourself.
And that never happened again. But it just goes back to, but if we train the way we always train, especially in the long distance community, flat, happy, on a shooting mat, and we think we're good, or and your job is truly tactical, you better start training tactically, because that's a whole nother world, the long distance
complacency. Complacency can be deadly.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Jared Rosen says, have you guys talked about the weirdness in the Charlie Kirk assassination, it being played over his security? Guess blaming his security?
Poor security, without a doubt. That was but let me walk it back for a second. You can blame his security all you want. And of course, if security is your job, it's your responsibility. And we talk, so you are responsible for that. But if I put a realistic lens over it, security is doing a job usually, especially when you're in a new location all the time. You normally do security over your most likely course of action. Yes. And that just at the time wasn't a most likely course of action. So for me to be overly hard on the security for that, I don't give them a complete pass because it's their job, but I'm just saying I understand. Does that make sense?
Yes. Doing any kind of security is difficult anyways. It's difficult because you're on the back foot. You're reacting to someone who might be planning, might be meticulous, might know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. Has anybody interviewed their security or asked any questions like that?
Yes.
Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan had.
Oh, he did?
Sean Ryan had the head of security on his podcast.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember what he said?
It was a long form podcast, but I don't know.
You didn't watch it. You just know he was on there.
I did watch it, but
you don't remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long.
Okay. That'd be interesting to watch, though. Actually.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
I mean, you know, right now it's hindsight 2020. It's not like it happens every year. It's,
right.
You know, right now they're going to have drones in the future and all this other stuff.
Again.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's just a guy talking out of college.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? So they weren't on DEFCON 5. All right, Joe Ring says, "Sup, Brent? Did you see that Brady P's finally back?" Do we know who Brady P is?
Brady P is finally back.
Brady P is finally back.
Again, I hate it when I don't know.
Put it in the chat, boys.
Right.
We'll figure that out.
Sorry, Joe.
Matthew Gilbert says, "Brent, did you have a favorite fixed blade you used during your time in the unit?" Same question to your guest. Thanks.
Yes, I did. You want to guess what it was?
Was it the Yarborough?
Yeah. Yeah.
The old Yarborough.
I didn't always have it on my kit,
Yeah.
but I brought it every deployment.
Yeah. I did too.
And sometimes I had it on my kit. And there it is right there, top
have
one.
it,
But if you're going to call the hatchet a fixed blade, which technically I believe it falls under, it's a very fixed blade.
Yeah, it's fixed, all right.
I definitely brought that with me more than I brought
I had
on target
the,
more than I brought my Yarborough knife.
I had the one that you with the hole in it. TAC P1.
Yeah.
TAC P1. I
I'm
think it
surprised
was.
I don't have one up there actually.
That one.
Something very
or similar to that. Similar
yeah.
to that.
Yeah. I believe that is a Brotherhood Blades.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Oh man, Brotherhood Blades make some cool stuff.
This is really cool.
Yeah. Or here's a just kind of funny, nice story. I hope you relate to it. I'm afraid you were smarter than me. When I showed up to dive school in Key West, my dive team did a good job of preparing me for the events. But apparently they either assumed I was smarter than I was or forgot this particular key part of it. You know, when you first show up and here's your locker and you're signing for all your gear.
Yes.
And so I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this, and they're like, hold it up. And I'm looking ahead of it and I see dive tool. I'm like, that's such a generic term. What the heck is a dive tool? I don't know what a dive tool is, and I don't think I have one. I'm looking at everything I have, and I know most of what's in my locker. I don't know.
Yeah.
And before it came up, I had to look. I was just trying, and like most of it, I try to figure things out before, and usually that saves me because I usually figure it out beforehand. Never figured it out. Turned the guy beside me. I was like, "What's a dive tool?" He's like, "It's your knife," and I'm like. I knew that.
Did he give you a look? He's like, get away from me, bro.
You're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Did you? Well, you.
I did not know it was a tool.
Okay. Did you know? Did you know?
No. I did not know. No.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this a? I mean, I get it. It's a tool.
Yeah.
But I would have called it something else. A knife.
Which, by the way, later on, I was on a particular unit that was kind of cutting down on the excessive purchases of knives. And so I made that comment. I was like, well, boys, we're not really looking for knives.
Tools.
And I was on a water team. I was like, we're looking for dive tools.
Yes.
And so we put in they were putting the kibosh on knives for a bit, but we slipped that one by. Like, how'd you get those? I was like, whoa, this is a dive tool.
Are you kidding me? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
This bin is called a dive tool.
Yes.
You can get those. They eventually put the kibosh on dive tools.
Oh, yeah. They caught on to you. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Brady P was an original guest on the Anti-Hero podcast.
Oh, man, I'll have to look. Okay. All right. I'll find that.
Let's see here. This is a good question. Heading back from Hawaii, what's weirder, wearing boxers underneath swimming trunks or not wearing them? I'll hang up and listen.
Wearing boxers is definitely weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just too much going on.
Yeah.
You got to go commando under.
You have to. You have to. Yeah. Okay.
Drunk Christian says, will Elam's bow get broken this weekend? Who's Elam's bow?
They don't normally get us this often. I guess I hope not. I shouldn't say that, not knowing what Elam's bow is. Watch it turn and it's like, you said you hope not. Someone's going to clip it. Okay. I don't know. Well, Elam's bow, and there's a looky eyes in the Bible. Drew, I'm blaming you for not knowing that. That was Bible
It's my
related.
fault, boys.
And
That's on me.
Right. And that's why you're here.
Oh, there's a Bible there. Elam's bow get broken this weekend?
I don't know that one.
Iran? Oh, Iran's Persia.
All right, next.
Get broken this weekend. Well, yeah, anyway. Ayla Vanel says Ram Ranch for the outro song, $20. Let's see, Fish on Probation. What's up, boys? Late to the party. Gonna watch from beginning later. Tucker Brothers both looking swole. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you. HP-TRT.com. Use promo code Tier1, 20% off.
And I do pizza.
That's good. That's good.
Keeps you big.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to be too something to do something. That's what I always said.
Welder Faber, back in, says, legit question, LOL. Who win out of 3? Drew versus Brent. 1, arm wrestling. Right arm. Number 2, reading. Number 3, killing alligators in ponds.
Ooh.
I'm going to give it to Drew in the arm wrestling.
Why?
I have this weird fear that my shot arm is going to break. Is going to snap if I arm wrestle. Yeah. It doesn't do that like if I curl or bench press. But
you feel
but even that's like 35, 40, maybe 45 pounds. I mean, but when you're arm wrestling someone, you want to pressure on that. It's got to be way more than that, and that's at the very top. I just have this irrational feel that that my arm's going to break.
I don't think it's irrational.
so I give that one to Drew.
Nope, it's competition. He's all in, 100%. That's how it works. Don't let him fool you. If it's competition and it comes to really happening, he doesn't care about he doesn't care about his arm.
And reading, in fact, I'm still going to give it to Drew as much as he only screws up things because they're military related. So it makes it look like I'm better at it, but it's all the military acronyms screw them up. I'll at least get 1. Killing alligators in ponds. It's a shooting event. I gotta.
That's it.
All right.
Brent gets 2 out of 3.
X, carry the show for a second.
All right, brother. What's the next one?
Oh, what's the next one? We don't have a next one, but let's see. What we can do is read these things here. What do we got here? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. A lot of Bible stuff here. About fall of Israel. I mean, Israel's not going to fall until the midpoint of the tribulation. So they're here to stay until then. Here we go. Wile E. Coyote, $500. This guy, he is just our number one backer of the podcast. He's just very gracious man with the blessings God has given him. Better late than never. What's up, fellas? Team America, F yeah. Megadeth, wake up dead for the outro. All right,
$500, man.
Wile E. Coyote got in there for Megadeth, wake up dead, and five C notes.
Wow, we're coming strong at the end and just take everyone else's chance and hopes and dreams away from them. It's
capitalism. It's the free market, people.
All right, wake up dead. Bye.
No, I don't have a Rolex. It's not a Rolex.
Wake up dead by Megadeth. Yeah.
Another one about
you.
Oh, Smoot. Hold on a second. Smoot showing up to dive school.
T-Bone's already calling it. Get off my Bluetooth.
Oh man.
That's how many times that's happened. Oh man, Eaton Beavers. He likes to. He's been asking this all night. It says, X, why do your socks match the carpet?
Because I'm trying to blend in again. I can't help but camouflage myself. This is what it is.
He's the constant chameleon.
Do you think that beavers? Do you think they taste like chicken or pork?
I don't know why that's a one or the other.
Duck.
Duck. Yeah,
like
you know what?
like
I bet you it would taste like
duck.
duck. That is a much better one, Next.
Depends on the seasoning.
Duck breast.
What seasoning are you using?
Yeah. Montreal steak seasoning every time. Doesn't matter what it is.
It is that
is the best.
That is my go-to. I love Montreal steak seasoning. It is. Here's what I have for Wake Up the Dead. It's Lamb of God and Megadeth, kind of featuring David Mustaine. So I hope that's what you wanted, because it's what you're getting. Here's my favorite part of the show, where we listen to good music and we read the rest of the comments.
Oh, sorry.
All right, serious question. Do Green Berets eat snakes as a tradition?
I never did.
Did you never, not even during SEER?
No, man.
Okay.
No, I never did.
I would say they do, as generally speaking. If you're in the Green Berets long enough, you'll go overseas, you'll do something to eat a snake, but it's not mandatory by any means.
No, it's not mandatory. No.
I know X is a gamer, but what was he allowed to be in your rock band? Can we get a rock band episode?
I might try that.
That was a little bit before X's time.
I'd be interested in a rock band.
In my first OTC.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see here. Eating Beavers, y'all are the best. Thank you very much. Of course, Drew, don't forget to plug Truth in the Dark, which he already has. We'll do it again. Eddie Clement. X was a great leader and a decent swimmer.
Oh, Eddie Clement.
There you go.
He was one of my echoes in Afghanistan. He's also from the UK.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
That dude is a fish. My man can swim. He's amazing.
Here's a question in the chat from Mark S. Retired. What's your EDC?
I don't have one in Portugal.
That.
But if I would,
if you're home, or you could, what would be your EDC?
A SIG. I would have a SIG. I have a current one now, but it's not with me in Portugal.
You haven't offended me until now.
Okay, sorry. That's the only one that I have.
You've only put 1 million rounds through a Glock.
Agreed. But you see my rogue knuckle here?
Yeah.
I need a different weapon system because every time the slide hit my knuckle.
Yep.
And that was always a problem for me.
I still have a scar right here on the fatty part.
Exactly.
Right there of the slide.
Because of how I hold it.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't do Glocks. I needed that specific, was that a little dovetail?
Little dovetail? Okay. Yeah. You get a pass. Okay. And you know what's funny? It's going to be cheesy here for a second. But we're talking about, if people just talk, they'd find their differences apart.
Yeah.
Or find their differences not so different after all. Adamant about Glock. I always kind of say it in jest, but it surprised me. But all I had to do was ask you about it, and then you tell me why.
The reason, right?
Never mind.
Yeah, because it is literally scarring me.
I know why you do that. I know. No one came here to get preached at, but I'm just telling. Someone's got to say it. Someone's got to stand up. Someone has to say it. I'll just reiterate one more time. I'm so tired of being divided as a country.
I agree.
We're the best country in the world, and if we don't start coming together over something, we will not maintain our greatness. And
100%.
And that is a fact.
100%.
What else we got? Delta Dad wants to see you at SHOT Show next year. All right. I screwed up. I missed SHOT Show this year. I did kind of regret it when it was done, and that I didn't go. I would love to meet your dad. His dad was a retired B Squadron guy.
Nice.
Oh man, what's the best squadron in the unit? I can't talk about the units and squadrons. I'm like, hey, that's a bad question, you know?
That's an amazing question.
That's an amazing question, but I can't answer it. I know. Let's see here. Adamant about Glock, so was Bob Keller until he shot a staccato. All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you that. I gotta do this. I have one right there, and I do. I love shooting that thing. I can't talk. I can't talk about GUNs too much. YouTube will take it right off on live for sure.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Ask us how we know.
Okay, gotcha.
One of the reasons I don't push them as much. They're a great gun. My gosh, they're a great gun. But when we're talking about EDC and for your average person, you don't have to go spend $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $2,300 on some of these guns that are great guns. You can spend $500 on the one that starts with a G, and when you get comfortable with that, you can throw a few mods on it, and it'll be dang near as good as any other gun and reliable as any gun in the world.
It is reliable.
So I really think about that as a more like common answer for everyone. But yeah, I do love those guns. Like there's not a whole lot to do to them. Throw a red dot on them and go. They're smooth guns.
$2,000.
Yeah, 3 G's for them though.
Well, I mean,
in fact,
that much it better make me coffee as well or something.
Yeah, that one right there, not a rich man. Bo gave me that one. Josh, you were there. Rednecks with paychecks. Bo gifted me that one, and that's why I have it. And
and he did it in the great state of Texas.
How dare you?
That's very cool. Very
all
nice.
right, guys, that is our show. X, I can't thank you enough for flying all the way from Portugal. It's been a long day for you. I know between recent travels and then doing a recording and then coming out and staying here for the live. I'm telling you, trust me, there's no way you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I didn't. I wasn't sure how it was going to go because I was a bit anxious because I've never been, on anything like that. But it went by a lot faster than I thought it would, and I had a really good time, man. I appreciate it.
We were slotted from 8 to 10. It was 11:30, and there's still almost 500 people watching. So it was.
Well, I appreciate everybody.
It was great. To the couch, Magnet with Lion Arms. Tell them where to find you.
LionArmsUSA.com and Lion_Arms on Instagram.
He is our constant there as the couch guy.
Coming soon to Portugal.
I got you hats and T-shirts as well, man. For you.
As much of a hard time as I give him, Magnus is as good as a guy as they come. And I love that you're here to support us every Thursday night. David, thank you so much. You also made the long trip overseas, but a little bit different. X made it just for us. You fit us into your schedule, but you're a Patreon member. You've been following us. You support us. You made time to come out here. I hope you enjoyed the live. Yeah, I know you don't get to catch a lot of lives because of the time difference. But you actually got to catch a live the best way in real time on the couch right here.
Thank you so much.
And we didn't get a chance to talk a whole lot about the UK, which I was thinking about doing, but because of the freedom of speech problems that you guys are having there, and I don't say that with any joy or in jest. We hate it. I hope that there are better days for you guys ahead. You guys deserve it.
Thank you. I hope
America,
myself.
Another country that needs unity.
Yeah, another country that needs unity. We're big fans of you guys. Drew, we never asked, how'd the poll end up?
Oh, it's let me see here. Boom, boom, hold on.
I know what I'm hoping for.
Oh, it's like 65-37, something like that.
Okay.
To what? What side?
Oh, my bad. They're all optimistic.
Good.
Are they?
They're all optimistic.
Good.
I love that. Drew?
I think it's because they all believe that a civil war would create unity.
Okay. Well,
but I don't know.
All right. Drew's
It's just an assumption.
That's okay. Yeah, that's an assumption. That's an opinion.
My bad.
That's okay. Drew, where can they find you if they want more of you?
Oh man, you guys go to Truth in the Dark for all things Bible. Right now we're proving why the Bible is from God and it's not just a book written by men. It has supernatural information. If you don't know that, it's because you haven't seen my podcast. Share it to people who need truth in this dark world. Share it all over social media. Also, go to frcc.shop. We are giving away the mini lighter. It's very cool. I love it. It's very sleek. It fits in your pocket. We're giving it away free when you buy 2 4-packs of FRCC cigars. Go to frcc.shop. This is what the mini lighter looks like right there.
Good,
Very slim. Love it.
All right. X, if someone wants to continue to pick your brain about long distance stuff and pay you for it because you deserve it, where do they find you?
Thank you. So it's greystone-tcp.com, or you can email me at lendof.x@greystone-tcp.com.
All right. You're the guest. You get the last word. What do you want to say?
I'm just grateful that that you invited me on to this, because I remember when you first texted, he's like, X, you have a choice. You can come now, you can come later, but you cannot say no. That's the only thing I was like, options. And I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. This is I had a really good time, and I did not realize how long it would go.
Yeah.
Or how fast it seemed to go. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys first Thursday night of next month, and we will announce the winner of that bad boy. See you guys then.